Oh my
All
God.
right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another day of action for you tonight. We have Call of Duty. We've got a packed house tonight. We've got a packed schedule tonight. There are 3 matches going on, 2 of them in MW3, 1 in Black Ops 6. There's a whole lot of action going on.
Jam-packed. We're ready to go. We got an exhibition match. We got 2 playoffs. All entertainment and all fun.
It is pure entertainment, pure vibes out here. So the first one we got on is Call of Duty Academy. They have made playoffs with a 5-2 record. They are the 3rd seed in NACE Varsity Plus East 5 pool. They will be taking on the Tigers of Holy Family University. Now, I don't know where this school is. I don't know who this school is, but they have a Call of Duty team. They went 3-4, 6th seed. Now, I would like to know as well, being the 3rd seed, you are the first team to not get a bye at least in Varsity Plus. In Varsity Premier, it's different, which we'll explain a bit later tonight when we see Call of Duty U.S. Army take on Conestoga in their Premier playoff matchup. But for this one, also, I just realized that the one thing I forgot to change on stream is the thing at the bottom. That is not correct. It is not USM Land Invitational Pool A. My apologies for that. I'll take credit for that one. But this will be the first round, the quarterfinals, if you will, of the NACE Varsity Plus East 5 Divisional Playoffs. It's the NACE VP naming is crazy, bro. So first, the winner of this series will go on to play Anna Maria. That will take place Sunday night at 7. And if you're thinking that time sounds familiar for some reason, well, I think we know why.
Oh yeah.
We've got a little LAN coming up that is going to be taking place on Saturday the 16th and Sunday the 17th, with the grand finals being played, of course, on Championship Sunday, as is tradition. Now, that will, of course, have a few more days until we get all the teams here in Hattiesburg to gather around the campfire and sing a campfire song about how good Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has been for them. And, of course, the game also getting a big update today. So that'll be interesting to talk about when we get to that point in the show.
I think it's tomorrow. It's the 14th.
The update?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, the update is the 14th. So
okay,
it's
so the
tomorrow.
patch notes did come out, so we know what's changing.
Yeah.
But
they won't be implemented till the 14th. Is going to come all at once with the Season 1 Battle Pass and all the other stuff. So we potentially might have I'm pretty sure they're going to not allow the new guns in, just because.
Yes, I would imagine
that's going to be a little hectic, as you're going to have a broken gun.
There's a chance that 2 of them or both of them will also be in the.
They're about to start.
He can't see me. Kellogg's cannot see me.
You about to start? Y'all starting? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We will be, yeah, when you're in game.
Yeah. Just give Reed the thumbs up.
We also forgot to tell this team how production works for these matches. We've only streamed them once before, so that's why you just saw us stop for a second in the
it's a little unprofessional, but we're still making it work. What we have to do.
They're not used to this, and that's okay.
The spotlight. Let's hope they don't.
What they are used to is beating Holy Family University. So last week, actually, this match took place for the last match of the regular season. And Southern Miss came out on top 3-0. It was 250-11 in the hardpoint, 6-1 in the search and destroy, 3-0 in the control. So hardpoint was really the only mode they struggled in against this Holy Family squad. Now we'll have to see what changes for HFU in the future here, in now the present, and if they are able to take down Southern Miss, which would be, winning the playoff matches, quite incredible.
It's going to be very good for them, as last season I was on the team with them, and we were in a higher division where we had 4 teams that got promoted to where our varsity team was playing. So that competition where we were playing, we were putting up good fights. It's just that our record didn't show it, of course. But now with this team being able to be tied, it was a 4-way tie for first. They were the 3rd seed, of course, but the tiebreaker was the team ahead of them. That was the 2 losses they had. So it was very interesting how they're going to play with this chip on their shoulder, seeming that they say, hey, we're number 1. We should be the 1st seed. But this is an opportunity for them to show out and see why they can get potentially a promotion to take one of those spots over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We would always love to see that. It would be a lot of mix-up.
Oh, yeah. Tune in Sports Centers. We're going to have demotions across the board. Oh, my God.
And that's why we like having competition, because You have to stay on your toes, even if you're on the varsity roster. As I believe we swapped to the wrong scene, but it's all right. The gameplay should be starting here in just a second, but we'll have to take a look over at it as I believe we have started the game. But also there's a chance that it is showing on stream and we just can't see it. So I will make sure because there's a chance that I'm completely messed up my job on the back end. But we'll see. We'll make sure that.
We have the solo cast. We have the solo cast for you, and then you can just come right back in during the break. Because we want to be able to let the viewers see what's happening. As it's gonna be our only Modern Warfare 3 match, and potentially it might be the last Modern Warfare 3 match. Well, no.
Well, we have one tonight.
We have another one.
We have another one later tonight.
Today could be the very last time we could stream Modern Warfare 3.
Yes, yeah. Tonight overall could.
Don't want that results, but it most likely can happen, but at the same time it can't. We might stream it for next week.
I have a small feeling we got like a scan and repair just based on what I'm seeing over there. We got like some bug, it's so stupid. It's very unfortunate, but actually as far as I can tell too, they're not actually in game. I thought they were. It sounded like they were, but they were not. So we are not missing anything, thankfully, but we will surely get into this one shortly. And while we have the time to talk about it, map number 1. Rio Hardpoint.
Classic. Can't hate it. Can't not like it. It's so standard. It's like a great map. It's good for high, fast movement players, good players with gunnies, good tactical. You just always have to be on your wits about it because spawns on any Call of Duty game are wackadoodle. They are so twitchy, so sensitive. You can just put one foot in one zone, next you know they're spawning behind you, and they full on get the hard point right behind that you just got. So that's going to be a great thing to do. But the thing is, for Rio, it's all about rotations. It's all about it. You get those spawns, and you are set for 3 hills, and you're most likely going to win this match.
Rio is a grade A bang out map, as I've heard it referred to as a few times, especially when you get top teams start playing on it, like we would see at like COD Champs with like Optic and New York, like those types of teams. You just get grade A bang outs, and it is just everyone on the map is flying forward, slay. Like it's hard to spectate, to be honest. I feel bad sometimes, like forcing certain people to like spectate that map because like I struggle to, and I've been in the COD scene for almost 10 years now. So like it's one of those maps. If you remember Vanguard, it almost has the bow
I
cage.
haven't touched Vanguard. That was the only one, but I have heard that it was so hard to spectate because it was it was so fast paced that the moment you switch from a player, you wish you would have stayed on them. And the moment you didn't, you stayed on the player, you wish you would have switched
This kind of reminds me of a bow cage situation. That's kind of something I've used to describe Black Ops 6 as a whole. I know we're not talking about it, but just as a guide for later, a lot of the Black Ops 6 hardpoints, at least, feel very similar to like a bow cage style of hardpoint, where it's just go, go, go. Like the spawns. I mean, you can spawn somewhere. Doesn't mean you're spawning somewhere you should be, but you're spawning and then you're dying again. But
it's gonna be very interesting to see. It's very exciting. It looks like, are we starting? Or are we still trying to figure it out?
I believe we're still having some figuring it out over there on the other side of production, or also on the other side of the team, because I can tell they're not in yet.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, what happened to the map? They ruined it, but it's just the everything taking a minute to load in.
Shaders. Love it.
Oh, I don't think I turned motion blur off. I can't really tell because I didn't play MW3. But we are getting into the map. It will be Southern Miss Academy, Holy Family University. I couldn't fit Southern Miss Academy in that bar, despite it looking like it will. It would put you down further. So we are now into the game. We have Southern Miss Academy taking on Holy Family University. I'm just a Curl, going to be the first one in the hard point. They're going to have to hold this one still, but they have an AR. I'm not a big fan of an AR sitting in that hill. We'll have Scrap Jr., maybe a little Scrappy Doodle action, looking to get Holy Family back into the winning column. But they will be taking the first bit of time. 10 seconds for USM Academy and only 10 for them, and it'll be 50 off the rip for Holy Family.
Weird thing that I'm seeing is that they're playing so far back. I mean, they just now got contested. Just now contesting the hill time as Holy Family already got so much off of the first hill, and they've just been playing back. Now, of course, you want to be able to have the back spawns just for P2, but like not really challenging for P1 is a little concerning.
I would agree. Like, you have to challenge for P1. There's a reason the first hardpoint every game is, or every map is always in the middle of the map. It's so you have an even or more even start. And look at that. That is a big problem too. Bart just walks into hill and has no issue. It's already 120 to 40 because you focused so heavily on the spawns that you didn't get any time P1. You allowed them to walk in P2, and now you're struggling a little bit.
No, it's
like, yeah.
Because after the first hill, they had over 100 points.
Wait, that doesn't
after
make
the
sense.
first hill, they had over 100 points.
I was gonna say I saw 100 on the board. I'm like, wait a minute.
Who settled the
that
match?
math doesn't make sense. You get 60 seconds in the first hill. You had 60. There's 60 points on the first hill. How did they get 140? Like, where did that come from? I didn't even know you could change that setting. I was like, man, how did they get in a hole after P1 like that?
A little technical difficulties. So I think we might have to go for a little intermission break just to get stuff down.
Yeah, we didn't make the lobby, so it's not our fault. I just I was like 140 after P1. What is happening?
Is very absurd.
What is this? Strongholds in Halo? Like, what are we doing?
That's a little untapped territory for me there. Don't know much about Halo. All I know, red versus blue. That's all I know.
I think they should be starting relatively quickly because I think it's just changing one setting. My guess is that it's like a multiplier or something. I don't. But like, why is there a multiplier? What is that setting for? Who is that setting for? I've never seen that before.
I mean, holy cross, if they're the one hosting, they should have known. But then again, with Black Ops 6 now out, Modern Warfare 3 is somewhat in the rearview mirror, per se. So a lot of the
I forgot
things...
also So I was gonna say, why not just use the CDL mode? The CDL mode is bugged. That's why they don't use it.
Yep, and
they never fixed it. They just didn't fix it because the pros use a different total different system. They
use an older patch.
Yeah, and
I don't even know how you can incorporate older patches. Can we use that? Can we do that? Incorporate older patches?
Can we Activision? Can we get access? Like, just straight up, can we just get access?
Like, it was gonna be insane.
I can give you stats and stuff for these guys. Well, not this team, but for main roster, I can give you guys some stats and stuff. You know, they're pretty good.
Oh my!
And it looks like the game settings might still be incorrect there, or they may be spawned in on the wrong side. So, unfortunately, this is MW3, everybody.
I'm getting checked out. Activision.
We still got 2 series to go. We still got a whole series to go here. What do you mean checked out?
I'm checked out.
Oh, wait, that's why. There's 3 players on the other team.
What are we doing here, man?
What
are we doing here, man?
Oh. We will get started.
God.
We promise the lobby will eventually work and we'll be good. My guess is that we got a scan and repair on the side of Holy Family University, and we had to just like recoup and figure it out. But it's okay. We'll see these guys eventually. I would imagine we will get to see them here really soon, as we are slowly coasting towards the start of map 1.
Yep, it's not really doing anything too drastic. I mean, so far.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah, not Raptil. But based on that movement, the academy team, they gotta patch that up. There's no way they were allowing them to get so much hill time without even having contested.
I wonder if they just sat there because of the scoreboard thing.
I hope so.
That'd
be a great excuse to throw in.
That one, but yeah, but also that has to be it. Like, I refuse to believe they just wouldn't go at P1, like, for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, the spawns are important. We did say that, but the spawns are not that important to give up 60 on P1. That's a little drastic. That's when you get into some weird territory of like, if because you're banking on getting a full 60 in P2, which it is a money hill, but not that kind of money hill. It's not that kind of money.
I mean, they already got 120 points.
Yeah, and they somehow got
2 hills. Well, we already had 20, which means we had 2 seconds for 10 points. If we're doing it by that math, is utterly insane.
Yeah, I mean, congrats to them. They found a new way to scam points out of thin air. That's a crazy thing to me.
God, that is a thing.
I wish I could get that many points.
We got the big orb behind us.
The cameraman.
Yeah, big orb. want him to have that maximum aura coming from the land.
Yeah. They're gonna need it too. I mean, they had a tough group stage, end up finishing.
You know, in the meantime, let's tease a little bit about the land. Well, I mean, pretty much everything's set in stone.
Group B has 2 matches tonight to figure out, which Academy actually is. Huh? Oh. The standings are okay. So the standings are set. I didn't actually know that. I haven't looked at it. I didn't see who was playing who. So the standings apparently won't change. They are actually all set. Now I don't know what the Group B standings were, but I do know relatively the Group A standings. It was all right. I've forgotten them. So I do know Southern Miss had the 3rd seed, and the 4th seed went to LSU. The 5th seed went to GMU. I don't. Oh, Northwestern Oklahoma State had 1st seed, and then 2nd seed went to. I'm trying to remember the other school that's even in Group A. This is why I write things down like before every series.
I wish. Like do we have an itinerary or a schedule so far, like a gist of what's all the timings?
Yeah, we do. So we'll be starting at I believe we'll be starting at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So tune in right here on this channel or over on our YouTube channel or both. Ideally both.
Is it in the Discord?
YouTube.com/ or I think it's like youtube.com/ at Southern Miss Esports. That should take you right to our YouTube page. And if you go there, you can see the B stream. So we will have 2 matches going concurrently a majority of the time, but there, at least on Saturday. On Sunday, there's no B stream, but Saturday we'll have a B stream for certain matches that will take place at the same time as we have the main roster or main stage taking place there.
Yeah, I just saw the itinerary. We have the grand finals on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. So stay tuned for that.
And that will be a best of 9. That will not be a best of 5. That will be a.
Oh, they're good. We're about to go.
Looks like we should finally be getting into the game here. Hopefully, we don't have to end it again. Hopefully, everyone's getting the normal points. Hopefully, everyone's in the lobby. Hopefully, everyone's ready to shoot their guns because I can imagine going in a little more cold now at this point is probably a little annoying for some of the players, but they'll, I'd imagine, make it through. It's only been like 10-minute-ish, or 10-minute like.
I sure hope so. I am tweaking. I am ready. I'm jittery. It looks like I'm getting ready to play myself, but I'm just sitting behind the desk, just watching these kids go at it. But here we go. As we start out, who's going to take the routes? I wonder if something is going to do the same thing they have. They are.
Oh. I think we need to restart again because players are standing still.
All right,
and you can see the Southern Miss Academy players are really confused. That was kind of funny. But
what are we doing here?
And we do have another restart. So
do we have to switch hosts potentially? If we have to switch hosts, let's just switch hosts.
The points are right. They stood in the hill for 1 second and they got 1 point.
Yeah. So
we're making progress. We are making progress to a functional lobby where all 8 players can compete against each other and maybe play some Call of Duty while they're at it.
Do we know why it's tripping out? Because I'm gonna crash out. This is utterly insanity.
I am really confused. I would like to know reasons at some point. But
I'm going over there. Let's see. We're gonna do mobile casting.
Mic with him.
Mobile casting at this point. See what's happening. What's happening here?
I guess we can throw the camera over with him.
What are we doing?
Since I'm just.
What's happening?
They had a guy like.
Yeah, that guy lagged out. Man, why are they bugging?
I'm trying not to talk. Sorry, guys.
Pressure get into him. Man, Holy Family. I'm gonna do a stand up back. Tell me, this is Holy Family University, and they're playing Call of Duty. What's up with that?
I'm gonna mute my.
Oh, that is utterly insane. Yeah, they had a guy lagged out.
Oh, okay.
PC can't compete. It can't compete.
That's why they're in our arena because that's why some of our players are in our arena, man. They can always compete from here.
Indeed, so.
Unfortunate circumstances at a Holy Family University, but I think they'll manage to get in the lobby. I mean, we had all 8 of them. I thought they were fine, and then I saw Scrappy Jr.
Yeah, he's the one that took that L. I don't know.
He ran to the door and then immediately stopped. That's when you know something's wrong. When a COD player is blasting forward and then they just put the brakes on. Like you don't do that. Like
yeah.
I was like, whoa. I thought we were fine. I see.
They ain't got those good brakes. Now, hopefully, this isn't some Now I'm a little bit more of conspiracist when it comes to things like this. When I'm locked in and you
We
want to
got
check me out,
in the building.
are they doing this just to keep us cold? They don't want us to get hot. We're gonna
That's
get
like the
hot.
same argument as like the red Ethernet or the orange Ethernet cables give you better connection than the blue ones. Like
That's why I use black.
that's why you use like different, like a completely off one. Like use like a gray cord just because.
True that.
Word to Killa Sloss, who also got us cheaper guac at Chipotle for a time. Because he had a whole ordeal. That it's a copy pasta. I'd probably
Oh.
that just I guarantee that went over the heads of like everyone in here and
It went over mine.
It definitely went over everyone in the chat. Maybe Shadow would understand, but like literally no one would understand that copy pasta except for like 4 people, myself included.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I wish.
very old. That is.
I
like 10
wish I knew, but I don't.
Do you at least know? Do you know Killa the pro?
Yeah, I know of him.
Okay.
Now the pro scenes, I haven't been like. I started out like in around 09, 010, and then it just phased out because I was a big timer fan on Optic.
Okay.
Loved the guy, and then once he got out of the scene, I got out myself.
Word to Big T.
Big timer. Now this breaks again. We're going to do interviews of the upcoming match.
Now, speaking of big time, we are expecting Southern Miss to get some big amounts of hardpoint time getting into map number 1 on Rio.
I sure hope so.
I would hope so, you know.
And here we go. Starting out, Stash is going from the same point again from watching down B long, and we also have 2 players growing through Eskies. Looks like Carolina is going to be pushing through.
Did Kellogg's not see the player who was
He did not.
right past the guy?
He just is not looking vending. He's not looking vending, and he's also. What is happening? Oh, whoa!
Player's still alive.
He is still in vending. Why are we not shouting? Thank goodness gracious!
Wait, sorry, I'm just a girl. They were standing in a corner, so
Yeah, they were playing behind Vendy.
and they're lagging out. So okay.
Oh!
I
I'll
was
crash.
like, wait, they're standing right in a corner. No one's looking at them. No one's shooting. No one's doing anything. What happened?
What is going on here, man?
Oh man.
Bro, I swear they just at this point they got.
I can see he's not talking. So
It's a
apologies for all
conspiracy
these
at this
delays.
point.
I've never seen a player like
They logged out. They lagged out the first time.
I'll be real. I can't say I've ever seen a player lag out 4 straight times.
I'm not trying to be no
That is
conspiracist. They
crazy.
trying to check us out.
But it happens. Internet is so weird. I will say, internet is like a whole ordeal.
It looks like the same player has been lagging out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looked like it was the same person.
I'm getting checked out at the moment.
We're giving them a host.
Oh, we were hosting?
Yes, we were.
You can
Oh,
hear the
we were
conversation on my
hosting.
side. Sorry.
We were hosting.
Now, what we're gonna do to fix this, which I believe you just picked up as your mic is unmuted, we are going to switch hosts. So hopefully that fixes the issue. I'm just a girl. Hopefully they're not
Hello?
the one hosting, but hopefully the connection from them to the host is better than what we're seeing right now. But that would also mean the rest of this series is going to be played on the Holy Family University host. So not that it matters that much, but just to keep you guys aware of what we're looking at behind the scenes, fixing some internet issues. Now, hopefully it's not Xfinity that they're dealing with. I know Xfinity is typically pretty good. I come from the area that they work with the most.
Is my mic really muted?
No, I know. I said it's unmuted.
What was the big deal? Unless I hit it. I don't know.
No, I was just making sure they could actually hear what you were saying.
Oh, yeah, of course.
When you were standing over there, because like I just wasn't sure, but
Oh, we gotta make sure because we want quality production when we give you content, and we do apologize for this kerfuffle.
yeah,
It's
that
an
just-
embarrassment to the sport.
whoa. I'd say internet connection is an embarrassment to the sport at this point. I think that's the real culprit. It's the real demon at the end of the tunnel.
Give him a Starlink. Call up Elon, man.
Give him Starlink. Something.
They're running HughesNet. Are they running a satellite internet that's not as good? Starlink has there's literally factors here. Now, of course, this could all backfire and they can absolutely whoop some tail. But if they don't, then this was all for nothing.
I would like to see, hopefully, that we get some good-hearted competition at the end of all this. I mean,
Well, I do too, but at this point, I'd rather it be one side. I want to smack down. I mean, Triple H, Batista, table.
smack the table, get the sledgehammer.
There we go.
Put 'em
Time
through.
to play the game.
It is time. It literally is. It is time to play the game. In fact, it was time to play the game 25 minutes ago. So we hopefully are ready to get into map number 1 here in just a second. Make sure everyone's in the lobby. Make sure everyone's not lagging. Now, if they do lag again, I don't know what will happen. I would imagine they would just have to sub the player out. I don't.
They'll
think
have to
they'd be allowed-
forfeit.
I don't think. Well, they had enough players that they could sub someone. They could sub like 2 different people in. I think so. I think they would have the ability to.
Technically, I am a sub, so
Well,
if we
it's
have.
not, it's not our,
I
it's
could
not our
sub.
team that needs a sub. It's not Southern Miss that needs a sub. It would be Holy Family University. So.
Indeed, that.
Let's talk about the rest of the series while we're here. So eventually when we get to map 1, as you could tell, it is going to be Rio Hardpoint. Then map 2 will also be Rio, which will be on S&D. We'll have an invasion control and then a 6-star Hardpoint and search and destroy if we go the distance to get to those maps.
If we go to distance, man, call Hercules.
We're going to be in for a long night as every series will be getting pushed back. And we will be here for a while.
I'm gonna lose it.
Now, let's talk about the LAN a little bit. Now,
That's gonna be so fun. I am so excited by it. Now, I do have to say I won't be able to be there all day Saturday due to the fact of before the LAN was even planned, I already secured, of course, a wedding gig that they planned me a year and a half before this. So that was very unfortunate timing, and there's a potential another wedding gig on Sunday.
Hey, you're doing your DJ work. That's what you're being
Because I thought I had it cleared to do it all, and then I look back in the calendar and this says potential that was dated in January of this year, and it's just now come back to fruition because they didn't say anything. So either I'm gonna be here all day or I'm not gonna be here all day Sunday, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna encourage all the players to be vocal and shine and just basically show out. I mean, you came all this way here, play the best you can. If it's going to be a terrible experience, make it a lasting experience.
Absolutely. And
Don't dwell on the fact that you got 0-3. Just like, make connections, have fun, watch. I mean, we have a loser bracket, which is the 2v2 that's going to be implementing Gunfight.
yeah, that'll be on Sunday. So we also have that to pull up. We will try to get the grand finals on stream. If the timing works out the way we're hoping it does, we will get the grand finals of that on stream before the grand finals of the main event, which will be even cooler to see. Now, we have the standings pulled up here for the group stage from the LAN event, all the pool play. So in Group A, first place was Northwestern Oklahoma State, 4-0. Congratulations to them. They will take the first seed in Group A. Seed 2 will be Nicholls State, who went 3-1. Southern Miss won the 3-way tiebreaker. They get 3rd seed overall in Group A. 4th seed will go to George Mason University. I think I messed that up earlier, so I apologize for that. And 5th seed will be LSU. So there's that breakdown for you. And the current standings, which I've been informed will not change at all regardless of results tonight. So I will still list them out just so you guys are aware of them.
Yeah.
As it will be UT Chattanooga as the top seed in Group B. UT Chat, very, very strong group stage. Most teams didn't even get 50 points on them in Hardpoint in this group. So they are certainly, in my opinion, looking like favorites. And other favorites that I would have are the 2nd seed in Group B, which is Syracuse. They went 3-1 in the group stage. Their loss coming to UT Chattanooga, and it was a 3-0 for UT Chat. But at the same time, that was a very close 3-0. It was not it was like a 252-11 or something like
I
that.
think they still got to play Ole Miss because they only played 3 games out of 4 so far.
Yes, yeah. So Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Southern Miss Academy also have to play, but I've been informed that the seeding likely won't change. So at the current moment,
Crazy.
Mississippi State is 1-2. They are in the 3rd seed. Now, Ole Miss, after them at 1-2, are in the 4th seed. And Southern Miss Academy, unfortunately, going 0-3. And we'll see what the result from their 2nd match tonight that will be off of our stream will go. They will either end up 1-3 or 0-4 in the group stage.
Big Bird. That is very good.
So it's going to be a really fun bracket. I'm quite curious to see how everything breaks down. Now, I believe it would mean Southern Miss, the main roster, would have the opportunity to take on UT Chattanooga in the winners semifinal. Or sorry, winners. Yeah, winners semifinal. So that will be a really interesting game. Now, obviously, I'm not writing off the team that they would be facing because they will be facing a solid team. And I believe that would be second in Group B, so that would be Syracuse. That is going to be a banger of a match, too. That one, and then if Southern Miss manages to win, then they will get to play against, which I would imagine would be UT Chattanooga. And, I mean, those are probably my 3 favorites, all on the same side of the bracket.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
So someone is going to have to go through the losers bracket in that group. And that is going to be a bang out of a set of that side.
I'm just ready to have so much energy for this tourney, this land. Even though I'm gonna potentially partake for only 3 hours to 6 hours, I'm gonna make it worth everyone's while. So please make sure you tune in on Saturday morning. I mean, it's just like waking up for cartoons, and heck, it's also Sunday college football game day. I mean, if your team's playing in the afternoon, you have plenty of time in the morning. Go ahead and tune into the stream.
Yeah, we would
Fingers
love
crossed.
to have.
Now we're gonna have an update for this match because I am getting antsy about it. What do we have? What's happening? What's going on here? Oh, I see it.
We are currently awaiting the game to load on our end, our production PC. The game on our production PC ended up crashing, so unfortunately, still a lot of turbulence around these parts. But welcome to Modern Warfare 3. If this is your first time seeing it, yeah, you're getting the real experience of the game. This is pretty much how this is like actually how it is. This just happens a lot. Now, hopefully, we don't have much delay because. A much further delay, that is, as we are already delayed by half an hour for the series starting. But we will hopefully get this one done soon, as we have a match at 7 with the ROTC team taking on Southern Miss U.S. Army.
Well, looks
main
like
roster.
We are about to start. We are loading in, and hopefully, we can go more than 40 seconds into this match. Because if not, I'm gonna do a 40-second dash out of here to Holy Family, wherever they're staying at. But it doesn't matter. Nevertheless, let's get going. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's get racing. Or let's get...
So I will tell you guys, if you look at the top of the screen there, Holy Family University is on the left and Southern Miss Academy is on the right. Looks like everyone's good. So we are into the map. It's going to be Southern Miss Academy getting time to start this one out. Holy Family just hanging out. They can get pinched here. That's going to be 7 on the minimap. That will be anxiety. Or sorry,
great
anxious.
first blood by Carolog after 8 seconds go through.
The 3-man wipe. Anxious isn't even needed. If we do say anxiety, by the way, that was his previous name. Same thing. For him, that is the same person. Just to let you guys know, if we say anxiety on accident. And look at Rustic, finds one, but he's pre-aiming a little low there. That's a very minor detail, but you will see it, especially if they start losing a lot more fights. You need to be aiming a little bit higher in that scenario.
Yeah, but hey, go ahead and get the rotate. You already got about half the time on the hill already. You don't need to really play your life to you can just keep contesting. That works as well. Just so you'll be more of a bigger fight, but you also got to rotate early because rotation is going to be a killer. If you can't get those spawns and rotations in Modern Warfare 3 especially, you're going to be cooked. As we saw beforehand, good little heady playing there by Carolux on bananas. And we have, I think that's Rustic. Yeah, Rustic's playing on point. We have Stash watching through back alley.
And this is a great setup from Southern Miss Academy. They rotated very early, and we saw Anxious get into the back of the spawn. He was locking it down early in P1, and Stash from the back side of the map does find 2. That'll continue to gain them time regardless of the spawn. Can Stash find a third? No, but it doesn't really matter that much. Rustic is filled in, and with just 18 seconds left on this hill, Southern Miss Academy can keep going. A pistol kill for Rustic, 3-piece, looking for the 4th, won't get it. moment, but only one player from Holy Family University has been rotated out. That is going to be number 1. That is Bart. Scrap Jr. getting gunned from across the map by Stash, and Southern Miss Academy looking to continue to blow this game wide open. If they can get a 60-point hill here, they're going to have a lot of pressure, or they're going to put a lot of pressure on the side of Holy Family.
Now, this is going to be a good opportunity because this is their money hill. Let's see if they can actually cash out, as they have Rustic already having the quick double. He could potentially get another one, watching through back boxes and on side Eskies. We have Stash playing through Mannequin. Already going to kill through window. Rustic caught timing, not even looking, but he's able to get the kill. Stash was getting credit for it. Rustic not really looking fairly, but Stash is one away from a cruise, but he just got from Mannequin side. It's going to be a 1v1. Rustic gets it and clears the point. Southern Miss are in safe hands, as he's been playing hill time to his fullest already a minute 27. That is insane by Rustic.
And he's 10-4 too. He is doing all the work right now. Not saying that the rest of the team isn't, it's just he is running it down. Finally, Holy Family University getting some kills in their way, but the Tigers are going to need to pounce onto this hill, as they are still not on time finally getting in. They have control, and Southern Miss Academy has been doing a great job influencing the spawns in this map. That's the main thing I want to point out. That is realistically why they are doing so good. They are rotating very, very early, and that is giving them an opportunity to get their setup going. And for Holy Family, they need to figure things out, because they are struggling to even find kills right now. I mean, you have 11-6 for Rustic, 11-3 for Stash. The other two don't really need to do a whole lot. They're just watching the corners and finding any extra angle that isn't being picked up by the other two.
Yeah, this is very important for Southern Miss. They had a very clean break and a good setup. Now with 18 seconds left, it's very advised for them to go ahead and rotate to P5, because that's going to be a really big slaughter hill. It's not going to be very one-sided unless you get there beforehand and get the spawns. You want to be able to get up top and bridge, able to get through back Humvee right where Stash is playing, and watch through the long area. And you got Anxious or Anxiety going through with a little ego chow. It's not really an ego chow. It was a slow peek.
The longest pre-fire I've ever seen.
An ego chow clearing out. Southern Miss are in control. No one on time yet. Carolog's chowing out on top of bridge for P1, but they just allow them to get hill time. But I don't think they know Carolog is up there. Oh, take that back. Scrap Jr. is able to get him. Rustics can get a chance for a trade. That's a double for Scrap. Stash able to get one, but not the other, and they are letting them get this hill.
That is great work from Scrap Jr. just laying prone. Drop shot at the first 2 kills. The third just laying on his stomach. And Scrap Jr. doing a great job of holding this one down. This is all you need to do as an AR. You literally just need to sit here at the steps. Make sure you can't get pinched from either side, and then just continue watching each individual angle. But Stash has cleared the hill. Just 5 on it though, so they can rotate away, get to P1, and you see Anxious again in the back spawn. This is identical to the start of the game. Anxious went straight to that back spawn, is looking to influence them once again, but still, we're seeing Holy Family continue to get time, and it's at least contested right now. Finally, Kellogg's will take Bart out, and it's going to be a pinch from Holy Family, and it will be a 3-for-1 trade. So you're seeing Holy Family really getting towards this comeback. It is 83 to 130. And right now, Southern Miss Academy, they do have the rotation. They have the spawns for P2, but they just need to continue contesting P1.
I don't know exactly what Braxton or Anxiety was doing there, going 8-8 and just spawns is crucial, but at the same time, so is being able to get the hill. They just allow Holy Family just to take so much chunk out of their lead by not really contesting. I mean, he was able to with the last 20 seconds of it, but now they're on the back foot, because you got Bart playing in that power position, being able to watch the back alley, and Anxiety able to have to play out, and Scrap Jr. able to kill Stash.
And 2 players have just spawned out from Southern Miss Academy. Now they're spawning back to P2.
Split spawns, three down.
It was so weird what happened there, because you saw Anxious. He played the back spawn for so long, and it ultimately almost didn't even matter because they didn't have spawns. Anxious needs to get that kill there. Ultimately, does get taken down. I'm Just a Girl will find that one. Kellogg's watching the back, but there's not going to be anyone there. Going to have to move forward, and will do just that. So with 30 left on this hill, they can continue. They can re-extend their lead to similar to what it was, but they certainly could have blown this game wide open if they would have been a bit more careful about how they handled the hard points.
Indeed so, but now with 18 seconds, you want to go ahead and try to rotate throughout. Looks like Rusty is going ahead and going through mid, but gets gunned down by Scrap Jr. And I'm Just a Girl takes down Carolog and Anxious. Now is it going to be a big time for them to rotate, because if you allow Holyfield to get a good setup, they can easily get a 50 cap and tie this game, which looked like to be into Southern Miss hands, could potentially slip away from them.
Yeah, and I want to point out, Scrap Jr. is 22-11. The rest of the team is negative. 8-14 from Bart, 8-18 from On My Soul, 11-16 from I'm Just a Girl. Like, putting in the work is Scrap Jr. I'm sure Senior would be proud. Anxious behind, though. Again, Anxious has just been allowed to run behind Holy Family every single hill. And Rustic finishing the last player. And they know that these players are going to continue spawning in the back because they didn't have anyone back there. Stash also, by the way, going off 22-7, looking to make it 23. Can he do it? No. Stash will get cut down. The rest of the squad has moved into the hill, and now Southern Miss can continue to grab time. They're looking to soar high in map number 1. 10 seconds left. Rotation will have to come through, and it's going to be number 4, I'm Just a Girl, on the next hill.
Yep, and this is going to be important for Holy Family if they want to continue having this onslaught of a comeback, because Southern Miss is hitting their shots and winning all their gunfights. You got to really think if it's worth it to rotate early or just have a better setup, because right now they are getting pickpocket and getting picked apart by Southern. As that was a clean break, killing all of them. Now those spawns are split as 2 are spawning on left side and mid on the mini map.
And it looks like this has been picked up, though. Look at number 5. That's going to be Rustic hanging out on boxes, spots that player on a pinch. That's Scrap Jr. And now Holy Family are going to be on a big back foot here. Bart, though, has managed to pinch. Finds only 1, so realistically, that's not going to lead to too much damage as long as they can stay alive. Scrap Jr. killing their own teammate.
But he clears the hard point with that cruise and allows them to get an extra 15 seconds of scrap time. Now his team has to be able to get a clean break for P5 if they want to have a chance. But Southern Miss is already there, but that's 2 down. But 1 is still up, and that's Stash, who is on a hot streak right now. Scrap Jr. is going to be pushing from backside. Spawns just split. He's not going to be able to meet the other end. And they're going to be pushing through. They're going to be pushing through bridge, and they're going to be able to push through long. This is going to be insane.
So what I was going to say is this play is completely reliant on Scrap Jr., and now you're seeing it come to fruition. And it looks like there should be some time gathered here, actually, for Holy Family University. As long as number 3 hops in, that is, again, Scrap Jr. doing such good work. The rotation is perfect, and Scrap Jr. giving them all the time in the world. That is purely Scrap Jr.'s doing. And really, I will say it again, probably making Senior a bit proud here. Not that Scrap actually has a kid, because he doesn't.
What are we doing there?
Just pinches upon pinches. No,
look at Russ picking up the slack after one of his teammates are having questionable movements, as he's having 3 minutes already on the hard point. Southern Miss is 25 away from winning, but it's not over yet. They have to have a clean setup if they want to be able to win this, because Holy Family, they have a chance as Scrap Jr. is playing through backside. Gonna be going past. Oh my goodness. That's 3 down for Southern Miss. There's only 1 alive.
Scrap Jr.'s in the perfect position.
He's chowing him, but Stash is just better. And we got the Cruise coming in.
Oh yeah, the ceiling's open. I forgot the ceiling's open. I was like, what is happening? But does that get anyone? It does. Find Bart. I thought the trophy was in place, but I was looking at the wrong team's trophy. So now that could have just broken the game wide open. Could be the dagger.
Look at Scrap. Look at Scrap number 3. He's coming on the backside. He's able to get 1 and 2. They weren't looking behind.
Scrap Jr. is just running amok at the moment.
Southern Miss gotta go ahead and rotate. Forget the hill. Don't go for it. Just go ahead and rotate and win it off the necks.
And
they can't win off of this.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. 6 is watching the back spawn. That is Stash the kid. Now gonna have to pick up a couple kills. Finds the first. Scrap Jr. can't do anything, and that may just be it. 14 seconds until Southern Miss Academy can win. Can 1 get there? Can 2 get there? The stun gonna give intel, and now Southern Miss Academy should.
What a chow by this is gonna be the last opportunity. They have to watch behind. Oh my goodness, they got a break. They have to have a setup. Southern Miss gotta win their gunfights, and Anxiety is able to win 1, but oh my soul is on the point. They're still away.
The spawns are still for Southern Miss,
and they're not watching the hop up.
They're
not watching the hop up, and Stats are gonna get a 3-piece to win the match. What a fumble and a victory for Southern Miss as they were just clueless. They just saw Stash hit hop and just ignored him. They lost that match. Holy smokes. Woohoo!
And that's what we mean by grade A bang out right there. You're seeing two teams just fly at each other. They have no regard for life. They are just going.
My
and that
God.
is Rio Hardpoint, ladies and gentlemen. 250, 210. Southern Miss Academy comes out on top. Now, if we could get a gander at the scoreboard, which may have gone away at this point, I don't really know the timings on it, but unfortunately, I don't think we will have it for game number 1. But at the same time, we actually get it. I forgot you can pull it up after. So 31 and 20.
3 minutes on the hard time is demon.
3.5 minutes even. That's almost every single second of hardpoint time. 6, 12, 18.
I think that's also no, that's counting the contested time too. Because if he had, it's 250 seconds. That's all you need to win.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, which means why would they add that?
Well, I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure that's just time that's uncontested.
Oh, ugh.
Which is 3.5 minutes is ludicrous. That's like
Well, no.
190 seconds.
No, 1 second is 1 point.
Yeah.
So if you got 250 seconds, then
57.
that's the whole thing.
180. Not quite. It's about 217 seconds.
What type of math are you doing there, bud?
See, he had 3 minutes. So those are each 60 seconds. 6, 12,
No,
18.
but I'm saying if he single-handedly had 3 minutes, because the hard point it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds for you to win.
No, it's not 2 minutes, 50 seconds. It's 250 seconds. And he had 217 seconds in Hill.
Wouldn't that translate
That
to
would
2
be,
minutes and 17 seconds?
No, it's 250. No, because you need to. He had 217 points. That's
Okay.
how many he had. That's how many I think it was Rustic had. And you need 250 to win. So he had every second of time for Southern Miss except for 33 seconds.
Okay, I'm following now. I'm following.
Yeah, that is unheard of. I mean, you want an objective player, you've got one.
Yep, and that's the role he's playing. That's the role he fit in. I mean, a lot of people want to clown on him, but like without him, they would not have had that Hill time. But also, you gotta think about it too for Holy Family. If they were just looked at hop up, they were able, because Burt had a chance to kill. Because Stash jumped through hop up. He killed a man on Hawk Dog. If Burt was able to just watch straight, killed him, get the trade, and then they have another one on Banana, they would have clearly had that point set in stone.
And all of that was happening so quickly too, especially if you look at the scoreboard. It was like 248 when that happened. So like, that's probably just one of those things where you see a team maybe not fully aware of where everyone is at, where everyone's looking. That's the tunnel vision. I'll be real. That's just tunnel vision because you're not looking at your mini map.
Dude, that's not really tunnel. I hate that. I mean, that's a good way to put it, but I just hate that it fell in that category because like that's just your keys. That's your go-to keys. If you're watching it, you know they're gonna have the height advantage on hop up. Like that's the crucial position. Yeah, back alley is gonna be a big thing, and so is telephone booth. But if you have those locked down, they all just look through back alley and completely miss that. Have no regards for it. And so they're able to get a clean wipe. I'm ready for map 2.
Yeah, we get to go right back to Rio.
I'm locked in.
We get to go right back to Rio, which is quite fun.
And I'm checked. No, I'm kidding.
We'll see how they end up faring there, but it looks like this one will bleed in past 7 p.m. Central, so we're going to have some weird timings, but we should be all right still. Overall, on the night, I think we'll still be on schedule, but just to keep everyone updated on everything. So the 2 matches that have a hard start time are, of course, this one, which we got through map 1. It took us 48 minutes, but we got through map 1. And then we have the other match that Southern Miss U.S. Army has to play, which starts at 8 p.m. So we're gonna have those are 2 times that we cannot go around, but we will have the match in the middle, which will be U.S. Army taking on the RTC.
Which
team.
I think Taco's gonna jump in for me there.
We can, yeah, we can grab whoever. We have plenty of casters in the facility today, so
Indeed.
whoever we can grab, we can grab. but they should be hopping into map 2 relatively quickly, I'd imagine. I don't think they're going to be changing hosts at all because that player just literally was not able to play on anything but that singular host. So I don't think there's a way we can see that.
Unless, what's taking so long? Let me do a quick little drive-by. We're switching hosts again. Oh, fun fact. Here's the map pool for tonight for USM Army. We got 6-star Karachi. There was no even point going over there. That's 3 games y'all played, Karachi and 6-star. That is some stupid stuff. Bland.
It's really just 6-star Karachi the whole way through. It's really just that.
It's 6-star, 3 Karachis, and a 6-star.
Oh, I thought it was 6-star, 3 Karachis.
No, it's 6-star, 3 Karachis, and then 6-star.
Like, come on, man. Come on.
Ban our bow cage?
Vanguard bow cage.
Hardpoint, search, control, bow cage.
Bow cage. I didn't play Vanguard. I have no idea what this this dude's talking to me about.
Bow cage, man. It's like war memories for me. Like
memories.
It's like, I mean, no disrespect to anyone military. I'm not military. I never will be. But
wash.
Man, bow cage is such a like. When I coached the LVC roster on Vanguard, I would just be like, can we not play bow cage? It was like their best hardpoint map, and I'm like, guys, can we not play bow cage? Like, I hate this map. It's horrible, man. It's not a bad map. It's just like the problem with bow cage was you literally just like if you were not holding sprint, you were dead because it's just like
God.
It's just how it played. It was really weird.
It's like Steakhouse now in BO6.
Yeah.
If you're not sprinting, you're dead. You're dead in the wires, brother. It's more like it's more tense.
Dragon just keeps walking.
It's the
on.
Best.
What's happening there? But
Word.
Okay. We'll get him here for the match. That's what matters, right?
Okay, no hard flex there, mister. We got the HQ man bragging about his nuke that he dropped on bow cage. Oh, I got close in Modern Warfare 2019. Modern Warfare 2019?
Reed, can you flip the switch so you can see him and not
Switch it. I just flipped the switch. Now we got little great exclusive viewing as our boy is getting ready for our BO6. We got one playing zombies, got one tweaking out and getting checked in, one not getting diamond for the gun. Oh, we're about to play on search. I gotta get back in the booth. And we're here. We're back.
All right, map number 2, we have Rio Search and Destroy. Can Scrap Jr. call the strats and get this team together? Southern Miss has taken map number 1. It was very close at the end there, but regardless, it's still a map victory. And you're seeing a 4-stack from Holy Family. They are on that left side of the map towards the A bomb site, but I do see someone oh, sorry, I messed up the teams. My apologies.
Yeah, I was looking.
Southern
I'm like,
Miss
what?
has bomb. Sorry. Holy Family is the one watching over a bomb site. Southern Miss is the one pushing a bomb site.
Yeah, because I've been to their practice. I practice, like as I said before, I'm a sub for the B team, and I saw like our setup. That was not our setup. I mean, this is usually how we run A.
Missing a lot of shots, but does get the kill. First blood to Holy Family, but not for very long, as it will be trades out from both teams. Still man advantage if you are the Tigers. Now the Scrap Jr. opens the door, thought they were being sneaky, and then all of a sudden you see 2 players in your face. It will be down to 1v2 for Rustic, gets the first. And that's
1v1 action. This is gonna be something interesting as he has bomb and B is open, but also you're going against there's the new sub.
Oh wait, yeah, because I saw the name, I was like, who is that? It's Detonated Wham.
Yeah, he's coming through. Rush has bomb and he's being smart. Oh my goodness, COD timing at the wrong time. Oh no.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
epitome of
hate
COD.
to see he was holding the angle for the longest time. Oh, you gotta feel for it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
that is a rough 1v1 there if you are Rustic, but now they will have to go on the defense, see if they're able to hold down here. Great job from Holy Family University. They realized when they knew at least 2 or 3 of the Southern Miss players were at A, they immediately sent multiple players down the right side of the map over towards that fire truck, or sorry, the ambulance, I think it is, that you can see right in front of you there.
Yeah, that's the fire truck.
It is a fire truck. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. And they sent players right through there, through the middle of the map to go pinch, and that pinch is exactly what won them the round. Southern Miss was too patient there. They needed to just start rotating to B, and by the time they recognized they needed to, it was too late.
Yeah, because I mean, but even then though, at that point, if you're gonna rush A full commit, you have one guy there potentially, and your team, once you stagnant, you gotta keep on moving. You can't just sit still. As you can see, like when Kellogg died, the incident against I'm Just a Girl just stood there and just laid there.
Yeah.
And then they probably would have left it. They would have just rotated. You gotta constantly move in this situation because search and destroy, you can't just sit still. You can hold an angle, but you always got to be, have that clock in the back of your head saying, all right, like, if not going to be here, you have to full on commit in the situation. Of course, COD timing comes into play. But I mean, this is a weird little lineup set that Holy Family has. They're all just looking at one direction. And we're going to have Rusty. That's a key thing. He's going to be probably flanking the backside if they're going to have any words. They're going to be playing on B. But look at that. Stash was able to kill Bart. And, well, there we go. Now it's a 3v1. Stash versus the world.
I mean, it was all instantaneous. 3 players at the same time getting a kill, but look at this.
He got bombed. Oh my goodness. Play your life. Run.
Out of the way, but for how long are they going to chase this? No. Stash
Oh my
stays
God.
alive for the time being.
They planted a bomb.
Wait, 6? What is 6 doing there? Oh, okay. They scared me. I was like, they're just going to fly at this.
Oh my God.
Stash.
Oh my God.
What
Oh my
time-
God.
Spots behind.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He has a chance. He has a chance. I can't see how much left this bomb.
And Stash now in a 1v1, had a 1v3. It's Scrap Jr. though, the one player you don't want to
Oh.
see. And Scrap Jr. getting the blood there, saving the potential clutch from Stash. Wise plays though. I mean, did a great job escaping and just ultimately was not able to finish off that round. And now a 2-0 lead for Holy Family University. We'll see what they decide to defend this time around. We'll see what Southern Misses goes for on the attack. I would like to see them be a bit more aggressive. I'd like to see them move more on this attack. They just were too stagnant last time. And we'll see also who grabs bomb. I'd like to imagine it's Rustic who had that absurd amount of hardpoint time in map 1, but we'll find out in just a couple seconds.
I would like them to be more decisive. If you're gonna do a rush, do a rush. If you're gonna do like a late push, do a late push. Don't like all just color up together because then you're potentially most likely gonna get in a tough situation where they're gonna be able to pinch you and then just put you in a very tough position. As we got the total.
We see the same play from Southern Miss, but look at that. Exactly what we said. They just fly forward. The nade gets the kill from Stash. Stash jumps on the second, slams them down. Kellogg's didn't have the trigger discipline there, but doesn't. Oh, actually, it does matter. I thought Kellogg's had the kill, but ultimately loses that fight. And now that's going to allow Holy Family to rotate out. Number 6 is going to be going on a pinch. That's I'm Just a Girl. Scrap Jr. on the other side, though, looking to see if there's a way to break in through the front. Now, 6 should be behind number 4, but they're going to have to open the door. So that's going to give some info to Southern Miss. And also, look at the time. I mean, they don't even have time. They're just going to have to go. Good kill, though, for 1, and that's going to do it for the round. Not going to get 2 in the matter of half a second.
He's gonna play for the streak.
Yeah, likely going to play for the streak. It's only 2, but
yeah, he's playing for the streak. Better than nothing.
yeah. And Southern Miss will head onto the board. They will get their first round, and now we will see what if they are able to continue racking some rounds together.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see because the last defensive rounds they just got picked off. So I was be thinking that Holyfield might do a little rush here. If I have to anticipate, might do a little A rush. Seeming that it worked out well for Southern Miss, but depending on how they're gonna have them set up, if they're gonna do a 2-2 or a line defense, being able to have middle locked down and then you can spread out through the corridors, that's gonna be really ideal. But if not, then you want to be able to just hold your angle and just wait for them and just play and just focus on comms. You don't want to jump the gun or lose any unnecessary gunfights, as it's a, what is it, 83% chance of winning the match if you get first blood?
I don't know that number off the top of my head. I know I'm a statistician. I wish I knew that number off the top of my head. That sounds really close. I'm pretty sure it's like high 70s at the lowest.
Yeah.
And you're going to see the nades do some damage to Rustic. Now Anxious goes to push forward, but Scrap Jr. gets the timing. Kellogg's will find first blood. I'm Just a Girl, though, is going to respond. Scrap Jr. responds with a second, so it's a 3v1 again for this time for Kellogg's. And I think, though, Scrap Jr. has the intel.
Oh, and you already see Kellogg, and looks like Bert's gonna hop through Eski. He's trying to get that timing, but doesn't. But he's gonna come back. And why he had the pistol out? That was disgusting trying to do that. But they have bomb down on A. Kellogg has some decision to do. He's gonna push through boxes, but most likely missed it.
Those doors are. Oh, I thought they were open.
Blacks out. He's gonna be pushing through boxes. Interesting moves. As we're gonna have Scrap Jr. and he's looking the wrong way. Oh my God. Oh.
I would have liked to have seen Kellogg's rotate through the back there. There was no reason for him to believe that there was really or that there were players back there, especially knowing it was planted on A. I'd like to see him give himself more space, because when you hop out there, you are putting yourself in a really bad situation, especially in a 2v1. In a 1v1, I wouldn't expect it. In a 1v1, that play would be fine, but in a 2v1, you have to be aware that someone could be sitting on the van, they could be sitting right in that weird spot right next to the stairs, they could be on that side of the stair, they could do that same thing, but on the other side. There's just way too many angles, way too many variables. I'd like to see Kellogg's go into the back of the spawn, rotate around, and push through garage.
Right.
Because if they would push through garage, then likely that could have been at least a better chance.
Yep, and that's all good, and that's all we really need. Yeah, as we're gonna keep going through, let's see what some of this looks like. Another another A rush, as we're gonna have D Total gonna be playing through garage. He's gonna have a chance to get something smoked out. They are making the call. Looks like Bert is gonna be able to get somewhere, but he might meet Kellogg, and Kellogg and him are already battling out. But Scrap Jr. is gonna come in, doesn't see him on telephone. He might get pushed out by Bert, but Kellogg's able to get Bert. They gotta watch out for Scrap Jr. as he's gonna be pushing through back alley. But Southern Miss is gonna have the bomb down, and it's gonna be a 4v2. This is gonna be very good position, as I'm Just a Girl able to get Kellogg as he turned his back on him.
Something I want to mention. I know we got 20 seconds left on bomb. Actually, I'll calm the rest of this, and then we'll see. I'll explain what I was going to talk about in a second here. As we see a pinch forming, and no one's looking behind. Look at number 6. They're going to have free reign on this, and they're going to get one. I'm Just a Girl finds one, but there's not enough time on the bomb again. Holy Family, when they go for these retakes, they need to give themselves time. That's the second time they have gone for the execute with 8 seconds left.
Yep.
And if you're going for an execute with 8 seconds, you should just hide in the back of the map and not move, because you're never winning that fight. You're never getting the defuse at that time. But what I was going to say is, it's just kind of weird. It feels like I've never seen this many people drop shot. Like, now, drop shotting's still a thing. Like, obviously, you'll see the higher level teams do it too. But every single gunfight has been someone drop shotting, and I'm not used to that. Like, I haven't seen it nearly as much with like U.S. Army and the teams they've played. I haven't seen it in the pro league.
Well, it's more with the bunny hop and jump shots, because with sub you want to get that head multiplier, and it's all about head damage. But with this one, if you're not really good at recoil control, then you're going to be taught, like, of course I was taught drop shot, because if you're not good with the sticks, you're going to be way better to just rely on the gun kick to do the work for you. But I mean, those situations is not very good at drop shot, because if you have somebody with good gunny, you drop shot, then all they gotta do is just pull the stick down, you got a headshot.
Yeah, exactly. And
so you gotta know a good time when to do it or when to not.
Every single player in the lobby is drop shotting too. It's not just like a couple, it's literally all 8 players, and every fight is 2 people drop shotting each other, which is so funny to watch. As they toss a smoke over towards A, now they're going to look for the execute, but look at where Stash is positioned. That's a free kill. That is first blood. The bomb has gone down, but Southern Miss has a player in position. That's Rustic. Are they going to push out the back spawn? No. That door opening is going to give some information away. Rustic, though, in a great position, doesn't need to do a whole lot. Can probably bait this player out, and it has done just that. Spots the shoulder, but doesn't pull up the gun. Now make that a 2v1, sorry, 3v1, and now a 2v1. Detonated Wham in a position to clutch this one up. 20 seconds on the clock. Stash and Anxious just need to go for this push. They need to fly at this guy.
Yep, they got to.
And actually, no, it's just going to be a defuse hop and some shots. And
oh, what a play there by Southern Miss, having Stash just drag D Total. right? That's his name. Either way, having strategy to be able to distract and having anxiety comes through and diffuse during the meantime, beautiful. Can't draw it up any better.
Yeah, and that's also an option. I mean, I said they needed to go push the player out to guarantee the kill and guarantee the round, but doesn't get the kill, and the fuse still gets put off. But again, very close. That was maybe half a second. If it was half a second longer to defuse, Anxious would have been dead.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have lost the round. So I'd still like to see those comfortable plays where you're guaranteeing yourself a round win in a tradable position, but they still won the round, so there's not much to criticize about that.
Yeah.
Now, a 3-3 scoreline as well.
That's going to be a very good take on that. But as we go through it, I mean, it's a 3-3. A lot of things are working out for teams, and a lot of them aren't. So the Misk, they got 2 plants, but Holy Family, they got 3, and they only win 1 of them.
Yeah, and Rustic getting first blood on Wham, so that bomb is going to get immediately planted. I'm Just a Girl, though, is so aware of it, flies through, gets the kill through the smoke, and manages to get away. Bart has gone on a pinch, found another, and look at this. There's a repinch coming in from 2, so it's going to be a 2v2. Kellogg's finding Scrap Jr., but it is a 1v2 again for Stash. Can he win this one? Gets the first, and now looking for the second, and slams the second player from the heavens. Jumps on down. We're not gonna get a end of round kill cam for that. I was gonna say,
Do.
that was a great 2-piece from Stash. Good shots to get the player tagged up and finishes off the kill. 4-3, and Southern Miss have made the comeback.
That's one of the times you gotta say, you gotta hit your shots, kid, because Stash was hitting his.
He's flying out there, too.
Absolutely was cooking, and Southern Miss 2 away. He's 11-5, for God's sakes.
11-5 for Stash and Search and Destroy. He had a solid game, map 1 as well, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact stat line, but I do remember it being decent.
Stash has insane gunny. I do have to say that. Gotta appreciate talent when you see it.
And when are we going to see another B bomb push? It feels like every round has been A since the one that Holy Family
you
won.
better get your.
Well, okay, I didn't even need to say anything.
Get your wish.
They're getting a B push here. Bart will be the one watching outer. Nothing to see just yet. Stash may look to make some moves. Anxious going to get into the first engagement. I'm Just a Girl, though, waiting for it. That's a very common position, so expecting that will be a kill. First blood for Holy Family. They're going to have the ability to get the bomb down. 2 is going on a repinch. That's, again, going to be Kellogg's. Can he find anything, though? Stash going to join in.
With the back flank coming through up Eskies. He has to be mindful of the back, as I just said that and called it out. If he wasn't going to get him, Scrap Jr. was, because he's going to be playing through Vinny. We're going to have Kellogg going, pushing up bridge. You got to make sure. Looks like I'm Just a Girl's probably going to do an ego chow. As Rustic going to be trying to push through bottom. Eskies going to be meet his maker. And now Kellogg able to win the first fight, but unable to win the second one. And now it's just a clean defensive play. No, clean offensive play by Holy Family.
Yeah, and at the end of the day there, I mean, the second 2 players go down for Southern Miss. You kind of knew it was very, very unlikely they would win the round. Bomb was planted and already like 10 seconds had ticked off the clock. That would have had to have been absurd 2v4 for them to win the round, and now it'll be, again, a tied ball game sitting at 4 apiece for each side. 2 plants there for Anxious, 4 for Holy Family University, and that's helping them a lot here. The objective is giving them a lot of their rounds. I believe 3 of the 4 rounds they have gotten is from a bomb being planted. So that's going to be worth keeping track of as we continue towards the end of this game. We could see ourselves around 11 here, especially looking at the scoreboard right now.
Yep, and we're going to see as Southern Miss, they've been flying straight to A. I want to say they might just do the B push again, or try what Holy Family did for the B push, as we're going to have one going through B long, or B street to be exact, and we're going to have D total looking for it, hopefully, and oh, excited, he's going straight for the bomb, but Kellogg and Stash goes offline, and now he's coming back. Hopefully he gets the kill there. He does, but he's low. Got to rotate out, and Rustic got caught in no man's land. Now it's a 1v3, and he is cornered practically, as each angle is getting watched at, as he's going to try to take out one, but it's an SMG versus an AR, and that goes to Holy Family.
And to be honest, I mean, Southern Miss just don't have great strats right now. Their strat is like run forward and hope we get a kill, but they're also kind of playing a lot of the same positions. It feels very unclean from the Southern Miss Academy squad in this map, and they really need to come together, figure out how they want to. They need to just start playing tradable positions, because right now you're not seeing any trades come in. If they can start finding ways to trade each other out, it's going to be a lot less detrimental. But they're also all getting wiped at a very similar time, so like it's heavily affecting how they're playing right now, and they just need to be a lot more careful. It feels, especially on their offenses, that they don't really have an idea of how they want to get the bomb planted. They just kind of look at the bomb and try to plant it.
Oh yeah, and that's never ideal, never. But sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. But you can't just rely on luck necessarily. You have to rely on some skill, because this is a competitive game. Not everything is going to be luck based, other than just timings. And even then, you can't dictate that could be luck. But as we have Rustic gonna have COD timing again, it's gonna allow it to open up A for them, smoking it out. I wouldn't have smoked there. Do a little dummy fake and just run through. But look at that. They pushed through. Burt tried to get Rustic, but unable to. And they're not planting.
Wait, the bomb carrier just sprinted past the bomb and is watching, maybe expecting a chow from Rustic. But regardless, you just plant the bomb there. You don't have any reason to push that. Your teammates are watching over you. Now, Stash looking to get through the side stairs.
I wonder if he's gonna quickly look left or pre-fire left.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. And they do get the info, and that's every player dead. I mean, okay, I was gonna say they can see that there's no one alive. I was like, Stash, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
You don't have to look for anyone, but there will be a defuse for Stash the Kid. I mean, that is some wild 360ing right there. And we will get our round 11.
Man, oh man. And of course, I would love this to go some this way, but we're gonna be in a treat, because who knows how this is gonna be playing out. It's gonna be pretty much who's gonna have the better attacking, and Southern Miss is on the fray. They have a chance to walk away with the dub and be one away from winning the series and winning the first game in playoffs. But if they can't manage to provide a great game plan on where they're going, this could all be wraps.
Yeah, I mean, if Southern Miss Academy can take this map, I think they take the series. I absolutely think they just take the series at that point. But if we see a victory here for Holy Family University, I mean, there's the chance they can keep themselves alive here. But it is a split side for Holy Family University, split decision, if you will. Now that Nade, could it do damage? I don't think I saw a trophy back there. You need to be a little careful, but it's a double kill. I didn't even know there was a streak on the map, and that will probably wrap it up for Holy Family University. That certainly will. A 1v4, a 0v4.
Clutch cruise.
And just at the snap of a finger, we have a 1-1 series.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow.
Well, fair play, saving the cruise for the very last second. Very disciplined. Can't hate about that. Can't hate.
And the scoreboard, the stats are a little messed up. Stash, I think, was 11-6, but the rest of them are wrong, unfortunately. But that will do it for map 2. We got map number 3 coming up, as it will be an invasion control. And
we're gonna go into a little intermission.
we'll have a little 5-minute break, but on the other side, we'll be back with hopefully map number 3, as it will be set up for invasion control. We'll catch you guys on the other side of this break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can see we are on Black Ops 6. I don't know. I changed the name on Map Band and it did not update. So unfortunately, you're going to see the name. That is incorrect. It is Southern Miss U.S. Army taking on Eagle Strike. Now we have a few members of our ROTC platoon troop. Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher that completely. They'll talk on stream later. We'll bring them in stream later, and they'll kind of talk about who they are and all that sort of stuff. But this is just a little show match for everyone involved. It is going to be our Southern Miss U.S. Army team taking them on. We will refer to them as Eagle Strike, though. That is the name we will be going with. Again, Black Ops 6. This is the only time you'll see it tonight. But just a little show match to see. We see both Southern Miss U.S. Army in the game, and also, I keep saying Holy Family, I'm sorry. It's Eagle Strike over on the other side. Now, we have Skyline Strahan finding first blood, second blood to Orbsy. First hard point will spawn up, and you can see 3 players of Southern Miss already on it. And look, they are 4-man pushing this piano side of the map. Mr. Robot will be the one taking point and looking in kitchen, looking at top bridge, and looking at the hill. It's just another 4-wipe. Southern Miss starting off strong.
Yeah, and for those of you who didn't know, Wizard did not mention it earlier, but Dragon is gone for this match. It will be me, Taco, taking over. But man, do I love me some Skyline for our first map. And so far, it is not looking good for our Eagle Strike team, as Southern Miss is dominating.
Yeah, they're having a really good start to this game. Now at the rotation to P2, I think it should be soon. Sorry, we can't see the timer. That's a bug in game for both the players also can't see the time, so they will not know when to rotate. But that now the new point has spawned on up. Mr. Robot sitting at 4-0. The Asian Rock shots are shaky, but still managed to confirm the kill. Now looking to move forward. Robot on a 5-spree. Orbsy 5-1 himself. One player has managed to sneak by him. That will be number 7. That is going to be the Asian Rock once again. Not at least gets one in the hill, but pinched by Robot. Southern Miss U.S. Army doing a great job of staying in this hill. They're keeping the rotations, and they're keeping Eagle Strike at bay. And that is the biggest point of emphasis to make. They are keeping them so far away, they can't even get near the hard point. Like, look at that. Orbsy is killing players as they run to the top of the bridge. Like, not even giving a chance to get through top plat.
Yeah, and they are literally running their flank so bad that the spawns for our Eagle Strike squad have just flipped. Like, they flipped the spawns while they were still on hardpoint.
That just doesn't happen, and it just doesn't. But Eagle Strike having a rough go of it just to get off the rip. But again, you're looking at a team that literally practices every single day together. They've been doing this for, I think, multiple years. So like, there's a stark difference between the two teams that we're seeing here. Just to clear things up, as Orbsy finds another double. He is 12-2, Robot 10-1, and I can see the Eagle Strike team to my left. They are definitely having a good time. At least I'll give them that. But man, this has been a rough time. 113-11. This is a best of 5, by the way. We'll see Protocol search and destroy next map, as it's at a 108-point lead for Southern Miss Army. Finally, you're seeing Eagle Strike get back into the point. I don't know how much time is left, but it should be at least another 5 to 10 seconds. And next has just popped up, so that means 10 seconds are left on the current hill. Xenon trying to get shots down range, isn't able to connect. I'm not really sure why there's a player numbered 68. I don't know how you spectate that person. Good luck, production, but there's someone number 68. And I think our game crashed.
Wow, that's interesting, but so far it is...
Yeah, our game crashed. So we will be right back after we get our game reloaded. Unfortunately, we'll see you guys on the other side. We'll be right back in a couple minutes. Hopefully we can maybe reconnect to the lobby. And we are back, everybody. Sorry for the game crash. It was because as I pointed out right before it happened,
Yeah, caster
I
curse.
should have just
Did you
not
caster
said anything
curse?
because then we wouldn't have swapped to them. The player number 68, that is what made us crash because we tried to swap to see their perspective, and the game does not understand how to handle that because like you would just hit number 8 and you know that was player number 8, and then the game just decided to crash because like it doesn't know how to process that, unfortunately. But we are ready for map number 2. We have Eagle Strike now on the scoreboard, and I didn't really have anything great to put as their logo, so I just grabbed the US flag. I feel that's fitting enough.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's fitting. And so if y'all
Whoa.
we did miss the majority of that last match. So before that we before we crashed,
Yeah.
the score was 127 to 25.
It was 11 actually. 127 to 11.
Yeah, and when we got back, it was 250 to 27.
Yeah.
So
that was what map 1 finished as. And we do have number 48 now. So ideally, we do not collect number 8. Sorry, Uptown Boy 2375. We unfortunately will not be able to spectate you this game, but we will have a few players from Southern Miss U.S. Army just flying forward. It will be a first blood for Eagle Strike, and it's going to be a bunch of trades over towards the bottom stairs in Command Center, and it will end up as Tyler and Robot taking on the Asian Rock and Uptown Boy. We'll see who is able to find the Bloods, but I believe the bomb has been planted. It has. There's no timer, so that's actually there is. I forgot there's a timer up top, so you can actually see the timer for the bomb, which is nice. But we'll have to see these players from Eagle Strike look to rotate into the site. This is a very tough site to break, though.
yeah, no, 100%, especially in the position that our Southern Miss guys are. But so far, it is not looking too good. Its Robot takes 2 of them out, and that will make it 1-0 for Southern Miss. Really quick trades off the bat there in the start of that game. Eagle Strike made it a 2v2 really fast.
Yeah, they did a great job off rip. I mean, it just kind of happened that they ran into each other at the same place, but that's a smart play from Eagle Strike. They are certainly showing life here in this series. Now we will have Xenon with that. Did you see the scope on that gun? And then the iron sights, the aims with, I'm sorry, I don't even know the name of the scope. I think it's like the CQB or something like that. It's
Yeah.
something really weird. That's just a scope that's like never used. It caught me off guard a little bit, but I like it. I respect it. I'm gonna spot Orbsy up top. Does at least clear it for his team, but Orbsy with a gunny. Gonna slam down first blood. Also had the height advantage by about half a mile. We'll see what is going down here. Mr. Robot also gonna find a kill onto that player. I believe that's Uptown Boy. And Mr. Robot Strahan finding 2 kills. And I will apologize in advance. Unfortunately, we can't really spectate any of the Eagle Strike players. It just literally is not allowing us. So that's just Black Ops 6 being Black Ops 6. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see a lot of their perspective this game, but we will be seeing the perspective of the Southern Miss U.S. Army players, and you see them get a clean wipe there, and they will take round number 2. They're up 2-0.
Yep. Now I will.
Where's that round 3?
That was round 2.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was lost for a second. Oh, we got Uptown Boy. Look at that.
I think it just
And
started
it
on
didn't
them.
crash hard. It did, but that's the only time we can spectate them and not crash. So please just stay on them for most of this round, unless if they die, because there's no other way we can even spectate them. It will just crash the game immediately.
Yeah, I will say this map is atrocious if you were playing TDM, specifically because of these window spots. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Robot finds first blood. That's going to be on to Xenon. Mr. Robot all the way towards outer. Although the angle is there for Uptown Boy, does confirm the kill. And now we will have to see where Uptown Boy will end up rotating. Drops down almost. I actually thought you would die from fall damage there, but not quite. The bomb has been planted though from Southern Miss Army, and they will take out 1. That's going to be Tyler watching on the heady for Command Center, and you just cannot push this if you are Eagle Strike. They're going to have to find a different avenue, and it looks like it's going to be Xenon who has found said avenue. Uptown Boy also finding a kill. Now, can Tyler confirm this one, and does just that. Asian Rock will fall, and Uptown Boy will fall. It's down to Xenon, and they will not end up winning the round. The bomb goes off. 3-0 for Southern Miss U.S. Army.
Yeah, Eagle Strike, though, getting really close to having these kills. I mean, it's pretty even trades-wise. You'll see them, you know, catch our Southern Miss squad in a tough position where they get the COD timing, and hey, you're gonna get it. Asian Rock does have a kill, so does Uptown Boy. Now, I don't know if the scoreboard's broken.
It definitely is. It definitely is broken.
Oh yeah, because Tyler's on a streak of 4 and
he only has 2 kills.
What? I feel like it's every Call of Duty and S&D.
No, so I think it's like every game after MW2, 2022, that's when stuff started breaking.
And they have yet to fix
And
it.
that's literally just 2 games, so it's not like it's that far.
That's
Strahan does get weird timing, doesn't end up seeing any of the Eagle Strike players. Will look to pinch. It's going to be a fight in the middle of the map. Actually, may just be in the building, and that's just timing for Strahan. Finds first blood. Now down towards the B bomb site. It's going to get planted. Eagle Strike have planted the bomb. We'll see if they're able to hold it down. They have a good setup. They're literally just stealing the setup from Southern Miss U.S. Army. Not a bad idea, but Tyler gets a 5th on the spree. Now looking for another. And there's only 28 seconds on the clock. Southern Miss U.S. Army collapsing. Robot gets a TK, but it won't matter. 4-0, and it's just a full collapse from Southern Miss U.S. Army as Orbsy going to take out Robot.
Yeah, I mean, they just straight up rushed it.
They just ran it down.
Yeah, rushed it. Robot and Orbsy pinched that one player, which is why the TK came off. Oh no, it was Robot and Strahan pinched that player, which is why they got the TK. And then Orbsy picks up the other one. Wow, I've never seen anything like that. All of them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, they just blasted in there. Didn't give Eagle Strike a chance to go through, to get any form of setup. And now it's a 4-0 scoreline. Southern Miss U.S. Army just running it down. They are having a great time, I'd like to imagine. Now, what will the setup be this time for Eagle Strike? They're going to try to head this one down towards the middle of the map. 7 going for first blood, but it will be Xenon falling to Strahan. Tyler getting the plant. And now all 3 players of Eagle Strike are trapped towards that B site. One goes down, that's Strahan finding another. Looks for the 3rd, and I think that's the 3rd for Strahan. And could be an ace if my head is correct, and it will be just that. Ace from Strahan. Round 5 will go their way. Now 1 away from sending us to Vault. I'm assuming hardpoint.
Yeah.
I don't think they're playing control. I didn't ask.
I assume that we're using the same rules that we are for the LAN.
Yeah.
So it'll be hardpoint, S&D, hardpoint, S&D.
Yeah, I mean, if hardpoint and S&D are this broken, I don't even want to consider thinking about control. But then again, there's less to break in control. All there is like 2 hills. Like you can't mess that up. There's only 2 hills.
Well,
you can mess up like the scoreboard, but like that would be it. And it's already messed up in S&D anyways. So we're gonna see Tyler calling in the streak to finish out map number 2. We'll see if he finds anything though, as I don't think he spots anyone, no. So it will be no kills from that streak. Orbsy will get 1 from the nade. Strahan finds a 2nd. And oh no, Robot!
what is happening? What is going on? Can we get that kill? Oh my god! Dude, that's not. Oh my goodness! That for the last round too. What?
That's for the adults in the room.
Rated R.
That's for the adults in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Kids, close your eyes. You didn't see that. We're gonna here. I can fix this. They didn't see that. Wow.
Oh my
An emphatic end to map number 2. Robot closing it down with the kills. 6-0. Map 3. is on vault.
Dude, you can't script that any better than it was. Literally last map, no one had died, and the final kill that we get, and the kill cam.
I just watched the coach too. Well, I don't think he's their coach. He's probably like an officer of some form, but he walked over to Robot, immediately just gives him a fist bump. That is so... a lot of fun being had around here, as you can see. Dude, that might be the best thing Call of Duty has ever added into their game. Like, it's just so wild. We will head into a vault hard point, and I mean, if we saw part of map 1, 250 to 27. Southern Miss U.S. Army looking to put a staple on this series.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm excited to see how our U.S. Army team, our COD U.S. Army team, plays this Volt. Volton is an interesting map, especially P1, being as there's like 5 different points to where you can get shot from or flanked from. It's just a hard point to hold, so we'll see how Eagle Strike actually does on that. It just depends on how fast they manage to get to that point.
So I will say the spawns can be kind of weird on this map. There's a lot of times where you'll be holding a spawn and then all of a sudden the other team is just behind you. Now they did try to fix that in the patch, I think comes out tomorrow, so we could still see some buggy stuff and Strahan just getting a 2-piece over towards the stairs, but it will be Eagle Strike getting time in. Look at that Asian Rock holding down the hill, being a solid foundation for that one there, getting some early time. It'll be 5-4. Hopefully we don't finish the game with a 5-4 scoreline, and it's 3 down for Eagle Strike. And now Southern Miss U.S. Army, they don't want to play around. They want to get right back into this one, as we'll see them continue to rack up kills. Robot getting out of there. Some of the movement coming abound. Orbsy will lose the long-range gunfight. I think that's Asian Rock up there that shows in the kill feed. It's a name. It literally just doesn't show the name, so I'm not sure who it is. But look at that dive. And the dive from Uptown Boy getting to get the kill. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait, it didn't even show him get the kill in the kill feed, but he got it. I know he did.
Yeah.
So I don't know what just happened. But we do rove to hardpoint 2. That's going to be in the back spawn. This is a very tough hill to break for any team, and Eagle Strike are going to have a task in front of them if they want to get through this second hill. But Mr. Robot just holding it down. You're seeing the heady that he's on. Strahan on a 5, and Southern Miss U.S. Army, I mean, number 2 is literally just not seeing anything, just sitting in the back of the spawn, just waiting for someone to push him, and there's just no one there.
Yeah, no. Robot is on an 8 streak. I didn't even realize that until right now.
Oh, wait, no, he is on an 8.
He is on an 8. That's
I was looking at
Strahan's on the 6.
So, yeah, everyone from Southern Miss Army just putting out some numbers. Robot holding out the pistol, gets wall banged. I think that's Uptown Boy getting that kill. No, it's not. I guess it's someone else, but Tyler will fall as well. Orbsy has rotated, and now for P3, Southern Miss U.S. Army has gotten the spawns. They've gotten the rotation. Strahan will take down 1. And now these players of Eagle Strike need to start making their way over to the hard point. First player in is going to be Uptown Boy. And I'm just now realizing it shows Uptown Boy twice in the kill feed every single time. The blank player, that just ignore that. It is only Uptown Boy. Like, you'll see them directly in the kill feed after. So... yeah, I don't understand. Or that, or it's just like when they die. It's really weird though. That, or it might be Xenon. I honestly can't tell.
Call of Duty's so scuffed right now. This is technically still the beta, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Alpha?
No, this is the game.
This is the game?
Yeah, this is the release of the game released like 3 weeks ago.
Oh lord.
Yeah, this is like the full release of the game. Like they don't do like, they do live service, but they don't do like that beta until the game is fully polished, then released. Like, no, it's just full release.
Someone needs to hire a new testing team, because holy crap.
Well, they fired all their QA people, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that makes sense.
As now it's going to be a rotation coming in for Eagle Strike. They at least get into the hill, but Strahan, Orbsy take them down. Strahan finding another. Orbsy, though, will fall. There is a player in the back. That's going to be Uptown Boy. Gets cut. Actually, isn't cut down. It said that they died, and they didn't. So we'll see Asian Rock find Strahan, and they're at least controlling the back of the map, but it's 128-13. They need to start trying to grab time. One up top, that's Orbsy, drops down off the staircase, and man, it's just Southern Miss doing a great job of continuing to rotate and continuing to slay out Southern Miss U.S. Army. having a good game right now.
Yes, now I'm pretty sure Robot still has that Hellstorm in his pocket. Same thing with Strahan, has that RCXD in his pocket. And it is looking really good for them right now. Tyler is... Oh, never mind. I forget that the scoreboard's a little messed up. It says Tyler's 1-5. That could be wrong, because I know he's gotten a pretty good amount of kills, but Tyler is also the objective player, so... But, you know, our Eagle Strike team pushing into that hard point took it for a couple of seconds. It is now 162 to 24. Tyler with the movement. Holy crap.
And Tyler will get the kill with the pistol too, pulls out the Strider, and will find another looking to move around the third. You're seeing the peak of Omni movement, but Uptown Boy will at least give some more time over to Eagle Strike.
Yeah, Eagle Strike doing a great job so far. Look at that pre-nade right there, trying to get that Semtex, but unable to get any kills on there. Asian Rock takes down Orbsy, but taken out immediately after by Strahan.
Strahan is 25-3 on a 9 streak. He's 25-3 right now. As we see Eagle Strike trying to get some more time into P2, but it will once again be Southern Miss U.S. Army continuing to get the rotations. Their rotations are very, very strong, but there is one in the back. That's going to be Uptown Boy. Do they know he's here? They definitely do not. This is huge, but shoots the trophy. That's going to give his position away. Can he still find the kills? Has the team to help him out. Nade and another one from Asian Rock will at least clear this one out. Finds a third. And Tyler is stuck in hell by himself. Now the reinforcements are coming in. How many more kills can they get, though, if you are Southern Miss U.S. Army? Strahan will find one, looks for a second, has the help.
Yeah, Eagle Strike doing amazing there for a second. I mean, the teamwork from them has been immaculate this game. A huge change from what we saw in game number 1 on that Skyline hardpoint. But Southern Miss is going to look to clear this one out already. It is 230 to 36, and we just crashed again. Amazing.
Unfortunate. Well, this series, based on what I was seeing, my presumption is that it's a 3-0.
You never know.
Yeah, that's a good point. If they make this comeback, man, I would actually be very mad we didn't get to see it. But my intuition tells me it'll be a 3-0. You can see the players finishing out the game right here, and we will know once they react what will be happening. But you can see it's smiles though, and they will have finished out the map. It's all smiles. They're having a great time, of course. You know,
Yeah.
it's all a fun little show match. So we'll see them here end out game number 3. I don't know what the full score line was, but it was probably somewhere around 250 to 37.
Yeah, but I mean, beautiful games. All love to both teams. Just a show match, you know. Our ROTC squad is smiling as ever, not mad at all. You know, they had some good plays. They had some amazing kills. Even to take kills off of some of our better players like Strahan, Robot. I mean, goodness.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to pull one of them over here. They're going to talk a little bit about their program, and we're just going to have a little chat while we finish up or wrap this show match here. And we do have a little bit of time to continue doing that, so we will get to that. And then after we get that little interview going, we will head on over to our final match of the day, which will be Southern Miss U.S. Army Academy. We will be taking on Conestoga Condor. So we will again be switching the game. Sorry to be constantly switching, but we'll have to go out of Black Ops 6, which crashed. So we don't even need to exit the game. It already exited for us. And we will just need to open Modern Warfare 3 and get that going. And we will have the NACE Varsity Premiere first round, which I believe it's around a 16. And we will hop in there when Southern Miss U.S. Army takes on. Sure. Yeah. And we'll watch them take on Conestoga Condors for their final match of the day and our final match of the day as we await that. But we're going to pull one of the players from Eagle Strike, have them talk a little bit about the program, have them just chat a little bit for fun, and then we'll hop on over to that. We don't have a ton of time. It's a 8 p.m. start time, and it is currently 7:50 Central, so we will only be talking for probably like 4 or 5 minutes, but then we'll toss it to an intermission, get ready for the next series, and then get into that one, and then close out our night.
Yeah, I'm excited. That was really fun to watch, especially that game 2 ending to the SND. Oh my goodness. And the ROTC people took it so well too. They all were
I
laughing.
know. I looked over to my left, and everyone was just losing their minds. I look over to my right, same thing. Look straight ahead, same thing. Like it was just, oh, very fun all around. But we'll see what. I mean, hey, it's a show match. You just get to have fun.
Yeah.
But all right, so we can have you guys hop in over here. Oh wait, are all three of you coming in?
No, just
Oh,
two.
okay, I was like, whoa.
Two of us, yeah.
One of you can take the chair. Feel free. Sorry, there's not a third chair.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
So welcome in, guys. You just got to play what I would imagine is all of your first series, like competitive series. How did it feel being out there on the
It
on
felt
the field?
good because usually, on a day-to-day basis, we don't get to experience this, playing against ranked people, people at that level who take this, really serious. So it felt good to get that experience with playing against people who actually compete.
So I don't know a whole lot about like the RTC program, all that stuff, like what you guys are a part of. So just tell me and obviously the audience as well about your program, whatever you have to say about it.
So as like the RTC program is like a program just of people who are in the Army, military, that's coming together to become a leader, in the Army, and it just the RTC break us down and teach us the fundamental of the military and just teach us how to be a leader, teach us how to be disciplined. Waking up in the morning, 4 in the morning, doing 5 miles, working 8 miles, and just just everything just the military has to hand to us. And it prepares us firsthand. And as my brother here, Simon, I've been knowing him since high school, and this program brings us even closer because we're around each other every day. Day in, day out, helping each other. School work too, because that our project plays a big part in that too, helping us make sure we get the resources we need for school, because that comes first.
Yeah.
And then they come into play with RTC, just making sure when we go into the big Army, we know everything we need to know to lead Army.
Yeah, to get you into the mindset, into the understanding of how all that works. So thank you guys for joining us, and thank you guys also for sponsoring, of course, not only the team, but also the event we're having this upcoming weekend. Are any of you, I guess, I don't know if any of you guys are going to be around for this, for the LAN?
No, so we have a field training exercise here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to go implement everything that we've learned throughout this semester, and then we call it Fall FTX. So we'll go ahead and implement everything that we've learned between tactics, just a general just soldier stuff, and just straight up to the basics, just the basics of being a soldier, and then the basics of being a leader, like being a platoon leader, guiding 50 guys, and just really going into the depths and going into the mud and learning what it feels like to be in that kind of environment and how to endure it. So that's really what we got going on.
Gotcha. All right, so that will wrap things up. Unfortunately, we are very, very tight on time tonight, but
Thank y'all for having us.
of course, thank you guys for coming out. It was quite a fun match. I mean, we saw map 2. We saw what happened. So
We're not gonna speak on that.
yeah.
It was a good experience. It was a good experience.
And we'd love to have you guys back at some point when we have more time to get some more fun going. But again, thank you guys for not only sponsoring our team for the semester, but also the event. I mean, very excited to host it, and glad to have you guys around.
Yeah, thank you.
But that is going to do it for us for right now. We will be back in just a few minutes as we head on over to an intermission. We'll be right back on the other side when we have the NACE Varsity Premier Playoffs round of 16. That's going to be USM Army taking on the Conestoga Condors in Modern Warfare 3. We'll see you on the other side. And we are back.
Woo!
Unfortunately, it is Modern Warfare 3. But, oh, my mic's muted.
But
Unmuting my mic.
we're still good. We're still ready to roll. Welcome back, those of you who still stayed for the academy, for the army team to actually play with some focus.
They
Now
were
the
my
little
name.
showcase match does a little something. If you haven't seen any footage of BO6, or if you haven't, now it's a surprising. That's what it looked like. Now COD casting, it's a little bugged on our end a little bit. It just
Part of it was our fault. The crashing was from us not updating the driver. NVIDIA put out a new driver last night. Last night they put it out. And that driver is what caused us to crash multiple times. So, sorry. That's our fault. We did not check that.
straight up lacking in that department, but nevertheless, we are still locked in as we have a great showcase between the U.S. Army versus.
Conestoga Condors. Now, this Conestoga team was ranked under them. I believe U.S. Army got like the 3rd or 4th seed. They had a really high seed. They had a pretty good seed. And they will be taking on Conestoga, who is a solid team. They're one of the Canadian schools. There aren't a lot of them around, but
Hey, yo.
Conestoga is one of the powerhouses in Canada. Them and St. Clair, if you're unfamiliar with the collegiate esports scene, always a school that is absolutely respectable. Now, we will have, what, you want to talk about the map set today?
Yeah, it's a very exciting lineup, very diverse, if you could say, but nevertheless, it's a go-to. As if you've been following us all season, this USM Army team has been playing these 2 maps. And for those of you who just clicked, we are only playing 2 maps. It's 6-star, Karachi, and 6-star. So exciting in so many varieties to none. But statistically, those maps goes in our favor a lot, especially on S&D on Karachi.
I believe they have started on 6-star hardpoint for every single match but the first one.
Yeah, I think that was Rio hardpoint.
Yeah. They are 4-2 on the map. Their point differential, they are plus 278. They are rocking and rolling on a 6-star hardpoint. Now, looking over at the Karachi hardpoint, they are only 1-1. That is map 4, so we may not even see it. But for SND purposes, the Karachi there, they are 3-0. So they still have yet to lose on that map. And over in Control, they are 1-0 on Karachi Control because they've been playing Invasion almost the entire semester. So
Yeah.
they finally get a different map once again. And also, I'd like to note, they have never played High Rise Control.
Well, it's not even they never play it. High rise,
No, they literally have not played it this season.
yeah, but high rise control is high rise
Yeah,
itself is such a tedious map to deal with because
And I'm pretty sure they were the
So
ones. I
easy.
think they were banning it most of the time, anyways. So
Yeah.
that's mainly why. Because a lot of the time, I think they have been getting the control ban, and they just ban it.
oh yeah, if you any opportunity to ban high rise, ban it because it's so one sided. Either you get such a good take and you're spawn trapping the other team, but if you get a bad take,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in for a long run, especially S&D, especially those crucial moments when you're in a high focus surrounding, a propane blows up on the other side of the map and you die from literally shrapnel.
Yeah,
That gets under the skin. And I'm talking from experience, and I just want to throw my stuff out the window and
I would be
why?
So jacked. I would be so checked, man. That would make me like legitimately angry. Which I didn't play MW3 really, so it was different for me. But like I would just check out immediately after that. So the winner of this series will go on to the next round. Now, all of this round of 16 is going to decide who everyone plays. I don't remember the teams that are on the other side of this part of the bracket, but we will have to look into that, make sure we get the ideas of who is playing who and where is playing where. But that's for a later time.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see what these boys can cook up in the kitchen as we're getting ready to go. This is for all the marbles. I mean, I know BO6 is out and about, but you still have commitments that you made during the season for this game. Even though the game is not to par, but you got to remember all the moves that you've done in BO6 does not come into play here. All those movements, all the slidings, all the omnidirection, it doesn't apply here. It's straight gunny and straight skill.
Absolutely. Now we're seeing so far, Conestoga going to be the ones grabbing time. We saw a good pinch from Robot develop, and they will not take too much advantage of it. And it'll be Strahan cleaning up that player, looking at the spawns. That's a huge kill from Strahan. Now the rotation will slowly start to come through for Conestoga. They know they have one player to take out, though, in the hill. Actually, two players now. First, though, we'll just slide right past Robot's crosshair. Strahan will find the next. But looking at the back spawn, it's going to be 4 who dies. Tyler goes down, and now you're going to see spawns coming in for Conestoga. They get the perfect break, and they should get initial time here on P2.
Yeah, as you see Strahan, he had a chance to pick off 2 in blue, but unable to, and now you got Orbs pushing through the back flank, got a chance to kill, but Strahan goes up. What a good play. 1 down on point. Southern Miss is going to have a clean break, but Robot goes down. You're going to have Strahan going to be pushing up. He could get the kill. That's a double chow. Great job from Southern Miss. They have a great opportunity to have a good setup and regain some points and potentially can come out of this hill tied after the break.
Yeah, that's great break from Southern Miss. Exactly what they needed there. That this hill is a money hill, so if they would have given up that full 60, they would already be so far out of the game. But it looks like we're seeing Southern Miss get a perfect break, getting the time, continuing to do so, and now they're just going to play trades. But Jay Ray gets a double, had no right to do so, but manages it. Mr. Robot only gets a little tiny bit of damage down, and the rotation is here for Conestoga in the next part of the map. And Tyler gonna have to go for a break, gets the first, needs to find the second, and it will just be trades for the time being. Is Southern Miss able to push out the spawn? They are number 5. That is going to be Frizzy, the last player with a chance to stop Southern Miss from getting a lot of time here.
Yeah, that was a crucial kill there by Orbs, killing out Neb, allowing them to have the chance to spawn in white, but unable to as Freezy is going up. As Strahan able to take him down. This is a good chance. It's a 1v1, but Robot has been stunned. And man, Conestoga?
Conestoga.
Conestoga.
And that's a huge play
that
from
is
Frizzy.
Tough to say.
Frizzy is literally the player that makes that play happen. There was no reason for Conestoga to even get any time there, but because that back alley was not fully found out by Southern Miss, they end up paying for it with about 10-ish seconds of time, going the way of Conestoga. Now a pinch forming for Neb, and Neb finds the kill, so that scrap time going to continue to go Conestoga's way. The rotation is a little even, well, was a little even. Now it's flowing to Southern Miss, and that player up top on the mini-map, Mr. Robot, is going to be the one that sets up the play here. Window will be captured by Conestoga, but the time going to be going to Southern Miss, not for very long, as they're going to have to keep flying into this hill. Southern Miss do have a setup here. J-Ray just tries to get in, at least trying to find its trophy system. Why is the trophy system taking so much damage? Southern Miss, though, end up benefiting from it. Mr. Robot finds Neb again in the top window through the statue, and Southern Miss have a setup, though. All three players from Conestoga going to start flying through the window. Can they get these kills? Neb finds Tyler, finds Robot. Now Conestoga continuing to rack up time. Southern Miss still cannot find themselves into a lead.
At all, but the Strahan's going off, going 14 and 16. The other 3 members got to pick it up, as Tyler only has 31 seconds on the hard point. They haven't had a really good time finding that good setup, as they've been really, but that's a good T-game happening there for Southern Miss way, but still Conestoga still having good setups and just really just having a chokehold on the spawns.
And again, the rotation going the way of Conestoga. They are doing an incredible job of rotating towards these hills. They're just simply out-rotating Southern Miss. There's no better way to put it. Strahan will at least be in the hill to contest, but for how long he's trying to snake a little bit, it's not really a snake, especially with how far away he was, but for lack of a better term, Orbsy flies and finds one. Orbsy, by the way, having a very quiet game. That's very unnatural of him. Frizzy continuing to slay out, and so far Conestoga are still holding off. They're getting a lot of time on these both P1s. Now it will be down to the P2 rotation. Finally, Southern Miss are rotated first, but can they continue to hold the setup? They did a good job of it last time, but they need a full 60 here to get right back into this game. And if they can get that full 60, it's almost a tied ball game.
Indeed so, and with us having spawns for P2, we have a good chance that we have Strahan pushing through, playing through blue, making sure we don't have the going down through mid, but 3 down for Southern, and this is going to be a tough stretch for us, as they are going to have 3 up, but Strahan's able to push through outer, but unable to kill Neb, and Neb's going to take outer pull. It's going to be very... I wonder if Southern Miss just go ahead and just rotate for New, because there's no point really challenging. And Tyler's going to go ahead and get the point, and Ora's missing shots, unable to kill Freezy. Tyler get done in by Freezy, and that's like a clean break for Conestoga.
And Conestoga just ripping themselves into the hill, very similar to what we saw Southern Miss do the last time around. And they're now rotated as Tyler found. Now he is, and now it's down to Mr. Robot to find anything here. Not gonna get a single kill. J-Ray flying forward, continuing to look for spots, and gets a third. J-Ray on a 4. That is just incredible work from J-Ray. Now Conestoga again in a position to get a full 60. If they get a full 60 here, they are damn near going to win this game.
Indeed, and whatever happens with Southern Miss, they have to be able to get a good clean breaks. They are just straight up losing gunfights and not able to get trades. As Conestoga, they are just having their way, doing whatever they want to do. Finally, Southern Miss has a good clean break, 4 down. But with 30 seconds left, you have to go ahead and rotate. It's just a hard defeat. You can't just rely on one hill. You got to be able to keep on flowing, keep on playing the next one. Even though you're down by a lot, you have to be able to get the good setup and good spawns so you can even have a chance. Rather get 40 off of hill than none. But man, this is going to be a tough stretch. They've done it before, but it's going to be a tough challenge with this opponent we're facing.
Yeah, and you're down by nearly 100. You don't have the rotation to New, and you're getting killed off the old side of the map. This is not looking good if you're Southern Miss right now. Number 4, Tyler, is going to have to make a play, but he is pinched from every single angle, and Southern Miss are unable to even compete right now. They are just getting shut down at the moment. You're seeing a 21-13 game from Frizzy make that 14. And J-Ray also contributing heavily. We saw he's been going on a couple different streaks. Finds Robot there with the rival 9, and that may just put this one a bit out of reach. Southern Miss nearly getting 100-point clubbed at the moment, and there's a chance that they do if they aren't able to get any more time in this game. They have to find something. They need a turnaround, but this comeback is going to be so tough to pull off, especially when you're again getting killed off rotation. Southern Miss are consistently getting out-rotated right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good opportunity. They're not going to get a 100 club as Freezy went into Chow Strahan, unable to get anything as he's playing through blue, but Neb able to push through, and now it's a little pincer action as Neb is going to come through. Tyler's able to kill J-Ray. 8 seconds. We're not 100-point club, but we are getting contested. And what a good kill there from Freezy. Tyler had on Freezy, but Dremo able to get the tray, and Strahan's going to be pushing through hop up. Got a chance to go through bottom steps, and he does. Robot's going to push through the hill, and so does Strahan. Strahan's going to be playing through back pull. Got a chance here to make something happen. Oh, good gunny there to kill Freezy. Tyler's watching through you. Southern Miss has a good setup here for P1, but it's not going to be enough unless they go ahead and rotate through Statue, as we have Tyler going through now, trying to get that good spawns for P2. Favorable spawns for P2.
I mean, you're saying that, but at the same time, they still need to worry about this. Just 7 seconds, and Conestoga will take map 1, and they may have just done it right there. No, Robot gets a kill. That gets a very critical kill right there. 247 to 112, and looks like Conestoga's just needing to back off. That's all they need to do. They can just sit in New and win the game right there. Southern Miss need to fly in, and they're gonna have to get something. Finds the first, and now Southern Miss has been to at least get time for the moment. Can't get that kill though for Tyler, and that's gonna end map number 1.
Strahan was able to throw that nade in the vent. He was able to get that 2-piece. That was Strahan at the last part, having that good battle. If he was able to throw that frag, he had a chance to potentially, but at the same time, I mean, with that big of a deficit, it's going to be quite hard to really string up anything when the match wasn't really going your way. But man, oh man, tough break for map 1, but we still got map 2, and map 2 has been favorable for Southern Miss.
Yeah, and I do want to point out 5k damage and only 24 kills for Frizzy, by the way. That is a lot of damage for not a lot of kills. 42-2-2 as well from, I don't know, I think it was Neb. And Southern Miss just they got out-rotated. There's still just no better way to say it. Every rotation, except for maybe 1 or 2 hills, went the way of Conestoga, and they were just holding it down. They got broken a few times, but in general, just a very solid map from Conestoga. They managed to hold off Southern Miss's attacks every single time, and That's what happens. You just win the map at that point.
Yeah,
not
I
much
mean,
to say.
fundamental
Yeah.
play. I mean,
Fundamental Call of
you
Duty.
win the gunfights you're supposed to win, able to rotate early on your opponent, and that's a recipe to win. But there's also other plays as well, being able to get the lucky spawns, of course. I mean, with Call of Duty games in recent time, spawns have been so fidgety that even with the slightest movement, you can easily get the flip. And even when you are in the spawn point, you still have enemy spawn behind you. But I think it really just came down on Gunny. I mean, there's a lot of gunfights that we potentially could have won, and we just didn't.
That's also a really good thing to point out. I would agree with that point. Definitely a few fights that we saw that it's like you could realistically win this one, but it just didn't end up happening. Now we will head to a Karachi S&D. We will now have Karachi 3 straight maps. If we go to 4, if we only go to 3, then it will be just 2 maps. But Karachi S&D 3-0 for Southern Miss. They are in a very good spot. This is one of their best maps that they played, at least in Search and Destroy. So we'll see if they're able to pull this one out and make it a 1-1 series. Tyler will be the one to grab bomb to start things out. It's going to be a 3-stack over towards B for Conestoga, just 1 in the A site, but you will have the ability to rotate for Conestoga. The Condors looking to get ahead in this series. Not that they aren't now, but looking to make it even more so. Frizzy, though, will get the timing, and J-Ray takes out Strahan. So 2v4. There's a minute left in the round, and Southern Miss in a bad spot right now.
What an interesting play there by the Condors, as they just full-on blitzed through mid and was able to capture bottom top third towards Chicken and then clean up.
And it was really weird,
from bottom mid,
because that player got top third and then just jumped right off of it.
Yeah,
Normally you would see them
planning, and Robot could be playing through bridge, and Tyler was able to get done in by barrels, and then Robot get done in by Chicken Catwalk. Man, oh man. I think they lost track of Frizzy, as Frizzy blitzed through mid, as we saw on our mini-map. Blitzed through mid, is able to get through Strahan and just push through P3 and just stay back there, and then finally push through Chicken, which was able to get that top position. I mean, we were able to get bomb down, but it doesn't really matter if you can't defend it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you did see the setup there. That's exactly what you want in your setup. And we've seen in the COD League, I mean, 2v4s, 1v3s won by getting the bomb planted on B and just hanging out in that back bridge. And you just can wrap back there and get every kill you need, especially when it goes unchecked. So smart plays, though, from Conestoga, coming together, making sure every player was eliminated based on their positioning, and that allowed them to win the round.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to come down to Southern Miss stays on their P's and Q's, because right there they left mid unchecked and allowed the Condors go through, and as J-Ray already split between Southern Miss players, have free range. Orbsy not seeing, he does, trigger discipline. Unable to finish it. Robot's playing through secret. He has a chance, and he does. First blood goes to Mr. Robot, and Tyler able to get Freezy, and I think bombs down on Tyler, so that's a great position for Southern Miss as they have to come to him. Going through stairs, another one. Great job from Tyler. This is going to be a little stretch for Dreamo as he's the last alive, and Tyler able to get a 3-piece in round 2. Beautiful plays from them.
Yeah, just, I mean, it's not much to say about that. Comes straight down to Tyler and hanging out in top fire. Finds 3 kills. The positioning just incredible from him. Moves around, dashes around a bit. Doesn't even need the Omni movement to make him look like a superstar. Now we'll see a 1-1 scoreline. 3 kills there for Tyler, and Southern Miss back on the defense, back on the attack, and we will have to find what
A rush
this goes for. And yeah, they're just going to run it down on A. They do send a player mid. That will be Mr. Robot. And does he get found out, though? J-Ray going to get the kill before Mr. Robot can find his corner.
What?
Now a 3v4. Make that a 2v4. That's very early into the round, and make that a 1v4. Strahan left alone, and almost instantly, once Robot falls, the rest of the dominoes start to collapse down too. The House of Cards slowly starting to bend. Not broken just yet, but that's another round for Conestoga. It will now be a 2-1 lead for them.
Questionable plays, as I would have thought Southern Miss would have full commit, but having one player go through mid, playing secret, or playing mid-cut is kind of head-scratching, but then going straight for the plant without really checking put them in a bind and put them on really on the back foot. But with us flipping sides defensively, we should be able, as we won the defense round, we should be able to be sound. But attacking, need to clean up a little bit. If we're going to commit, we got to commit. Because if not, then the Condors, they've been picking us apart. And we're just going to make them easy for them.
Yeah, they look good right now. I mean, both their round wins, I believe they end up both being like 3v1, 4v1s. So have had very clean round victories. Now they're going to head straight over to A. Mr. Robot's watching over. I was going to say needs a kill. Does find it. We'll take down Frizzy, but he just has to be aware. He needs to stay alive. If he can stay alive in this position, this round is absolutely over.
Watch out for J-Ray on number 7 going through our back spawns. Looks like Robot's going to try to play him.
He's going to read that. It's a smart read from
see.
Mr. Robot, but
He's going to be going further back on White Van. He's potentially might going to go behind Mr. Robot. He's going to go up the ladder. Mr. Robot's probably going to be reading that. He does. Oh, beautiful read. Safe and sound on top of AC. It's a 2v4, and Tyler was able to get one, and Dreamo was able to get Strahan. Dreamo was the last one alive. Looks like Tyler's going to do an ego chow as he's watching through hop up. And then back alley. He's in a tough bind. But it looks like, is Robot still on AC? He is still on AC, so he's going to be going through back spawns as Orbs. He's potentially going to be playing through yellow. Unless he's going to chow. He's going to go up the stairs. He's going to be behind Robot. I don't think he's going to see him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. And it's a clean act. Robot with the 3-piece.
And that right there just shows you how important top AC is as a power position. You can see all of A. You can see when they're rotating through. It doesn't even matter if there's a smoke or not. You're still going to at least, at minimum, you're still seeing a name tag. So, Southern Miss, I mean, they just playing a good spot. That's what you want from someone like Robot, who not only has the aim, but also has the knowledge to turn around when he has an idea of a player possibly being behind him, reads the play from J-Ray, and makes that round go their way. Is purely just incredible plays from Robot. Only found 2, but that's all he needs. Actually, did he find 3 in that round? I think
He found 3.
Yeah, he found 3 in
He
that
is
round.
currently
Sorry.
15-2, and Strahan's currently 1-3, and Tyler's currently 3-1. I think Orbs is 1-3 as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Tyler's actually 4-2, and Orbs is actually going 0-2. It's a very slow start for the big Orbs, but he can always turn it on when it matters the most. And as Southern Miss already 2 up, but 1 down.
Bomb
Tyler's-
going down, though, and it will get planted. This is going to have to be a 2v3 retake for Neb and Dreamo. And I don't know if they're really going to be in a great spot to do this, especially now that Orbsy has spotted them out.
No.
But number 6,
What
Neb
a play.
has
No. What's your keys?
He possibly made a play. I'm really curious to see how that goes. And it's going to be
Yes.
Neb that wins the fight. So it is put down to a 2v2. Can Tyler and Robot hold out? They are in the perfect positions to hold off this site. And Robot has to be careful. He's on a 4.
He's not seeing that he went on the clock tower. He's going to get chowed.
And yeah.
Tyler's able to play through bottom. He has to play his life. He
But
is low.
time. Look at the time. They just need to go for a defuse and
He got it. Let's go. Good job from the boys.
I'm
He's
pretty
playing
sure
through
Dreamo had
time.
that. I think he hit it at 7.5.
Nah, he was. I think.
He's on the 3 streak, so he doesn't
Yeah.
like that. I thought he was on like a 1 streak, but
Nah, he was on this 3 streak. He could have, but it's not a risk you're willing to take because I mean, you still got plenty of rounds to go. You don't want to risk the potential of having that back cruise, as we saw from the academy game earlier. One of the players, they saved that cruise to the very last round, able to pick off 2 and then win.
Yeah.
So this is a smart play from Dreamo.
That
So
cruise also came so much out of nowhere. Like it just happened. And I was like, oh, there's someone that has a streak in this lobby.
because I remember they were close to the streak, but I don't remember they ever getting it.
Yeah.
But that play there by Neb, able to fake out Orbs as he was just watching him go through back mid, but unable to really get anything, and then chow him from from top
And
third.
Orbsy getting 1 there. That's huge.
Good trade.
Doesn't even need to worry about it.
Oh.
And that's bombed down in the worst possible spot. It's all the way in the back. corner.
Robot's chowing through top third. What an insane chow there.
Strahan just sitting.
And Tyler with a double piece. Woo! Tyler is showing out. Him and Robot are carrying Southern Miss in this round, as he is now 7-3, and Robot is still 6-2. Strahan comes in with the good trade, and then good little fake, as he was able to get the player on top there. I don't know who it was. Able to pay attention to him, allowing Tyler to get behind him. Man, oh man, Southern Miss has been safe. Playing the legend, the League of Boom defense, shutting them out. But offense, they a little playing like the New York Giants.
That's yeah, a great offense, or sorry, a bad offense and a great defense. That sounds like Iowa to me.
Oh yeah.
And we will see Strahan again throwing himself through top, bottom mid, and now just going to be waiting to see if anyone tries to push him out. And it looks like it will be occurring, but he doesn't see the player. Frizzy going to find Robot as well. Dremo will get that second kill. So it is a 2v4 for Southern Miss. Orbsy and Tyler, the last alive, and all 4 players for Conestoga just staying up. Orbsy, though, has eyes on J-Ray, is being very patient. Trigger discipline is incredible, but unable to finish the kill. One more bullet would have done the trick.
Back to the firing range.
And Frizzy now has the ability to push through here. Now, I would like to imagine they're not going to destroy that trophy because they don't want to give themselves away just yet. And Southern Miss is backed up in their spawn. Conestoga have all the keys to the vehicle of victory at the moment. They can take this round here, and they can put themselves actually at 4-3. I was going to say map point, but not even close. Dremo will pick up Orbsy. Now all down to Tyler. It's a 1v4, no time. That will be a 3rd round on the board for Conestoga.
He might be playing for the streak.
He could be.
I mean, there's no point to really chow unless they chow him.
No.
He's in the back room. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think he is playing for the streak.
Oh,
Oh.
he got put in between a rock and a hard place there. He was everywhere
man.
between every player on Conestoga, but it will be them picking up the round. Now,
Southern Miss is 2 away, but the Condors are 3 away as well. Southern Miss is now on defense, their bread and butter. Let's see if they can really show out their #1 defense. Actually, they're playing like the Titans. #1 defense statistically, and then offense is just purely a poop show.
I mean, yeah, they got so many problems over there.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but
It's a
Southern
whole-
Miss problem right now is trying to figure out how to break through the Condors defense. But at the same time, the Condors is also having a struggle too. But Dreamo was able to get Robot from Secret.
And that's top AC dead. That is your power position dead. Now the bomb is in the middle of the map, so it looks like they're still undecided of where they want to go, but they have just opened up an entire bomb site, forcing Orbsy to push out, cover where Mr. Robot was, and this is going to make things so much easier. Orbsy, will he get the timing? And it looks like he does. Strahan will finish up the kill, and you can't let that happen.
Oh, and
Conestoga,
Orbsy sees J-Ray. Oh my goodness, they just passed each other. The timings are insane. But he knows J-Ray is there. Ray knows Orbsy there. There's 2 of them in Top Church.
And Frizzy,
Oh no, Tyler had a chance, but the timing gets him as well. And now J-Ray is gonna flank out and is gonna be able to move, but Orbsy already rotating. That's 2 down. There's 1 more. J-Ray's gonna be able to get Orbs. 19 seconds. Did they get bombed down? No. They did not get bombed down. Strahan, it's going to be a 1v1 with 14 seconds left. J-Ray's going to have a chance to either plant the bomb, and he's going to have to. Strahan's going to have a chance. He could probably go up from top mid, able to kill him. He's going through barrels.
See that nade?
Throw the nade. Oh, he got it. Let's go from Southern Miss. That nade. I don't know if he either distracted him with the nade or hit him with the nade.
No, it was nowhere close. I think that went out of the map.
But J-Ray was just looking in the heavens for a prayer, and nothing was answered for him.
So he was expecting Strahan to push out through the backside of the map where their spawn is. He never expected that player to be mid, and that's why he's looking that way. As you can see, the nade went out of the map, so that was definitely not the case.
It didn't run out the map. It landed on Chicken.
And also, that was maybe the worst offense I've ever seen. One of the worst offenses I've ever seen. Conestoga had the ability to plant the bomb 3 times. Never had a single player watching over bomb plant. The 3 different players tried to plant bomb. All of them died because they got shot from someone watching over. They had no one looking, and that is why they lost that round. Again, I hate to be that negative about it, but that genuinely was one of the worst attempts of planting the bomb I've ever seen. 11-5 from Dremo, and look at that. Finds 1, looks for the second, but the bullet.
Good trade by Orbs, as now Strahan's gonna be pushing through fire, but he's not seeing through Church. And then Freezy was able to kill, and Neb staying on top AC is now a 1v3.
It looked like 30 seconds in. It's a 1v3.
Orzy has a chance, but he's low, and we're going back on defense. Man, oh man, it's a defensive battle. No one's scoring. Only defenses.
I don't think everyone on offense is just having a horrible time playing the map. I mean, almost every round, it's like 3 down. Rip for the offensive team. And still match point, though, for Southern Miss. They are on defense. They have a great chance to close this one out here. But if they are unable to close this out, they may get offense. And they have not been great on offense so far.
Yeah, the Southern Miss needs to clutch up here and play to their strongest hand. They can't afford a fold. As we go through here, let's see what Tyler's going to be playing the top position. They know somebody's there, and he pushed through fire. I wonder if he's going to keep on going through top red. The Robot's going to be taking the AC as Strahan gets first blood. That's going to be crucial here. Looks like the Condors is looking to have a plant A maneuver as Freezy's going to be going up the AC. He's probably potentially going to kill Robot as Robot's not looking that way, and he does. Strahan's playing through top third. He's probably going to push through the back, and I think he just saw Freezy go through top red. Tyler's also in the window. Has to be careful here as Freezy's going to have a chance. Oh, and he saw him. Should have closed the door. Nevin's playing through office, and we have Orbs and Strahan playing through. Strahan's looking through window, but Freezy's not looking that way. He has a chance, and he kills him looking through mid.
But that's a huge kill onto Orbsy. Strahan now 1v2. Has a good opportunity here, though. If he
just has
one,
to. Yep.
He kills one, he probably kills both.
Just have to play his like, don't chow. Don't ego chow. Why are you ego chow? Oh, my God.
No, he needed to chow that. He didn't have much time. He had to chow that.
Did they have the bomb now?
Yeah, the bomb was planted.
Oh, my
No,
fault.
yeah,
I didn't know the bomb was planted.
That's why they laid there, because the bomb was planted.
Oh, my
Otherwise, yeah,
goodness.
you're never laying there otherwise.
I was about to tweak, brother. I was about to tweak out. I'm like, why are you double chowing?
No,
he did have the stun. If you would have able to stun him real quick,
Yeah,
had
just
potentially.
he got the first, and that was a smart read. And of course, he did have a really good. The door blocked it, so he had a good chance to just kind of
Yeah.
look one way and then slide out, get the intel. But now we have round 11 as Southern Miss will be on the attack. Can we get 2 good attacks in a row? Can Southern Miss pull this one off? They've been pretty rough on the attacks in this series or in this map. As you get Tyler stunned up. Now they're going to be, Conestoga is going to be aware of the location, at least of a player or two. Number 7, though, look at J. Ray. Look at the movement. Are they going to, is
What a
Southern Miss going to be aware of it? And they
chow.
are. Southern Miss get the awareness. J. Ray maybe thought he had a home run. He ends up hitting a ground ball, and it's a strike out. But
we potentially have something cooking as Strahan's playing through window of chicken, potentially having a chance. All cover. Tyler's playing underneath. Well, no. Yeah, no, yep.
And
Tyler's playing underneath.
Bomb has gone down while that's going on, and
What a
Mr.
good
Robot
kill.
may have just won the game right there.
Not yet to be called.
He
And
just
Frizzy,
won the
that's
game.
another one. Yep. Unless Neb is able to pull something out of the bag, he's coming through and chowing. And Mr. Robot comes through with the 3-piece. Woo! Love to see it from the boys. All locked in. And man, they did not fold with the hand. They finally had a chance to win on offense, and they took advantage of that. What in the world is grabbing my foot? Whatever. And let's look at the. We look at the scores. 7 non-traded kills from Mr. Robot. Man, oh man, that is what you want to see from your top dog. And man, what a match! What an S&D match. Went to round 11. What looked to be round 9 turned to a round 11.
I feel like no one could play offense for the first 8 rounds of that game, and then all of a sudden everyone figured it out, finally understood the defensive strategy from each other and could collectively make the right plays. Now it will be a 1-to-1 series. We'll head into another Karachi. We'll see all 3 Karachis today. We will get Karachi Control next, and Southern Miss. This is their first time on it, I believe. Or no, sorry, this is their second time on it because I think they're 1-0 on the map. So.
Yep.
Or the map mode combo.
Oh,
but we are going to be taking a 5-minute break. We will have a little intermission before we head into map number 3. So we'll catch you guys on the other side as we get ready to start map number 3 on on Karachi for Control.
Hi. Welcome back, everyone. And we are getting into this Control Karachi as the series is 1-1 all. This potentially could go to a map 5, but hopefully not. So hopefully the boys in the black and gold can get the job done as Orzi's going to go ahead and go to the top power position as Tyler was already on the point but get killed by J-Ray and Neb. And J-Ray, the Condor is already off to a hot start. 4 down for Southern Miss. This is not looking too good off the rip.
And in that 4 down, 3 of them go to J-Ray. He has just been running amok this series. We saw it in Search and Destroy. He just kind of like sprints forward sometimes, and there's not a lot of thought to it, but now the spawn trap can start coming through. Actually, no, it cannot. When you're having A get captured, 8 should have a kill here. They do. Dremo does find 1. Nev still holding out towards P4, and that's going to be a very critical position, especially when you're trying to hold off the B point. And Mr. Robot can't get through. Now, you're in a tough situation if you're Southern Miss. You likely are going to be stuck in your spawn for a little bit longer, but they at least take out J-Ray, and that's the opening break that they needed to start getting more time on this hill. They don't really have any players towards it, and they will just rotate to B. No one over there for Conestoga, and now Southern Miss have the ability to get there, but look at all the spawns. They all just sit on top of each other. That was immediate, too. But Orbsy, Strahan holding it off. Can they stay alive in the hill? It's just down to Orbsy. Will not make it. They at least get a couple ticks, and now that's pulled focus away, though, from A, where Southern Miss should be able to get this cap. Wait, and they get 2 kills. Wait, Southern Miss has just gotten 2 kills as well. Make that 3.
Oh,
they don't cap A, but progress has been made at B, and you only need 1 tick if you're at A. That's so much easier to cap, especially now.
Strahan is going through. They're just funneling through, and they got B. What a play from Southern Miss, able to go ahead and just wrap around and get B. While Mr. Robot, I'm sorry, was able to get almost all it takes. That would have been a great double capture for Southern Miss, but just unfortunate. Strahan's on a spree, but now he got cut off by Freezy. This is a chance for Southern Miss, and the lives are safe and close, and is now only a 1 differential as Tyler's going to be playing from top AC. This is going to be a great opportunity as Orbs is going to be seeing Frizzy or Neb's going through fire, stairs, and Tyler has a chance. They have to hop on right now, but it's switched to 3 down for the Condors, 4 down. Southern Miss has a chance.
And now look at everyone on the map. They are swarming to the point. That's going to be round no matter what.
What a save from Southern Miss. What looked like to be an onslaught for the Condors. Southern Miss able to get that good break and able to rotate to B and able to clear it out. My goodness me. What an insane round 1 on control.
I didn't even get a chance to say if Southern Miss gets a 4 wipe here, if they get a team wipe here, the round is over. Before I had a chance to say that, they got the team wipe, the round was over. So Southern Miss know what they're doing. They have a great attacking round, and now they will head into the fence. And I mean, the break could decide this round right here, especially if they continue to, Southern Miss continues to play the way they just did. If they can find 4 off spawn, again, that could just be round if they are able to keep them inside of the spawn. Now we'll see what happens, as it will be Conestoga going towards B, the break through mid to B, but Strahan is behind them, does find 1, has a few more in front. That player is not aware. Strahan finds a second, 4 streak for him. Orbsy Tyler running about. Tyler over towards the B point, stuns himself, makes it the gunfight just a tiny bit harder for himself to convert. Doesn't matter though. He's gonna have a perfect pinch onto the point, and maybe not as perfect as I thought. Maybe it is, because they did get all the kills, and now Conestoga have to rotate over towards A.
Yeah, and this was a great start, as Southern Miss has been playing back and forth with them, but Strahan has that crucial 3-piece that allows them not to get that full capture from B and allows them to clear the tick. Now A is going to be a little gimme, as A is not going to be well contested, as you want to keep B as long as you have on the defending side. But Strahan is able to get that clean wipe, and Southern Miss has been playing lights out defense and offense to begin this map round. And yeah, I wonder if the Condors can have something going for them or have that clean break, as they are unable to get the timings. Tyler's able to get J-Ray, and Orb's able to push through. He's probably going to chow him. He does, and Neb's going to be playing his life, but he's going to get double chow from Robot and Orbs. That was a clean play there for Southern Miss, as they're just going to allow them to get A, which is a smart thing. But now there's a clean break. Strahan's going to be the last one. He's going to be in the back markers. Get 1. Doesn't get 2. Unable to get 1 on bust. There's going to be 3 Condors players playing through B. They could do what Southern Miss did to them, as there's going to be 2 more. Oh no, this is not what Southern Miss needs, as they are potentially 1 tick away, 1 person away, but clean out the house, as Southern Miss is able to recapture B.
That's an incredible retake from Southern Miss. Now, it's not quite over yet. The fight is still going to be going on. Neb, though, does get taken down. Overwatch from Strahan. Immensely incredible kill there. Orbsy will get the second, and point has been cleared out once more. Just 20-some seconds left, 10 lives, and Southern Miss, just a fantastic hold. Strahan with the 4th, gonna fly through. Now Southern Miss are starting to get on a roll. They're getting back into MW3 movement. Now 12-7, 11-7, 11-6. I can't count kills. That's just gonna be a spelling book, if you will. Now it's just Conestoga running around trying to figure out where they want to go. They looked a bit lost, but they will send 1 to A. It's going to be a 1v1 on the A point, and mainly it's going to be B now. Robot has a lot of work to do to clear it out, but if he doesn't switch weapons, he may have had a chance there, but Orbsy can't do much, and it will be the zones captured. Conestoga able to clutch that one out.
Oh my God, lost the words there, as Southern Miss had the perfect opportunity to just clean wipe them. But I really feel like they overstretched themselves. They both had opportunities. Both points were 1 away from really capturing the ticks. But you just, at that situation, you have to just choose one and just play your life, because in that situation, being so stretched thin, you allow 1 player to get away from the pack, and then it just turns into a slaughter. So the Miss just had to choose which point they wanted to defend, either A or B. If they're all stacked on it, B, rotate to A, because you had the live advantage and you could have the power position. But as we go through for round 3 on map 3, so the Miss has some work to do, as that type of gameplay could wreck morality. But let's see.
Strahan, I thought, had that kill top AC. Neb, though, in a power position, jumps to top fire, finds Robot, does get the kills eventually, or get the kill eventually. I mean, man, he used almost every bullet in that MCW just to find it. Tyler, though, on a pinch, finds Frizzy. Orbsy now is starting to open up the map, but they're going to need a few more kills, and Tyler may just contribute to that. Although a quick trade sends it right back to A. Robot, though, will find some control now. Southern Miss can get together. They can start stacking this hill, maybe keep 2 players on it, and the other 2 just watch over the top, look at the top thirds, and you're seeing exactly that happen. Strahan now trying to watch the back, and that's actually going to be a 3-stack. Very smart play from Southern Miss. They knew exactly what Conestoga was going to do to retake that. Perfect counter. Nothing you can do if you're Conestoga.
Indeed, they're going to do a 2-split play. They're going to have 2 pushing through the back and 2 going forward. The 2, however, going forward was unable to really get much success. The 2 pushing back has to take front and get top AC and trying to get control of the alleyway in yellow. But J-Ray's going to be able to get up, and he's potentially going to get Strahan. But Strahan's going to be playing his life and rotating out. That's pretty smart for him. As I wonder if J-Ray's going to chase him, but Tyler left. Oh my goodness, the whiffs, but Tyler was able, no, J-Ray was able to get the kill, and Strahan potentially trying to get the trade. Does get the trade. Good play there from Strahan, and he's still keeping AC control as Robot was able to kill from fire. Orbs get got from Dreamo in office, playing on that heady on the stairs, and Strahan's trying to get to back end, but Dreamo's taking control of it. Tyler's pushing through, now having to contest. Good kill from him. Let's see if he can get Dreamo, as Dreamo is just claiming back there from alleyway. Trophy system denies it, but Dreamo's taking the chow, and Robot's able to kill him, but J-Ray's playing through mid-church. Freezy is also taking it apart, trying to play through the long heady on B. This is just a pure slaughter fest from both teams.
And honestly, if Southern Miss, similar situation, if they get one wave, they could probably get the entire round, but it's going to be J-Ray on a pinch. Or no, he doesn't. That's going to be a kill for J-Ray. Finds the 1, and that's going to likely be the round. Great work there. Actually, no, Strahan may have an option, maybe a spoiler, but he doesn't get the second. Would have needed that kill. Does open up some space, though, so one more push out it, and Tyler slides to find another. Only 4 lives remaining, only 5 seconds. This is going to have to be your Alamo. Can't even get there. That'll be round 3 to Conestoga. And it just comes down to that play from Dreamo in the back. Finds every single kill. If Southern Miss would have even killed him 1 time, and the other 2 players in the back had to fill that position, Southern Miss likely would have at least had some time there, maybe not a full cap, but they would have had a chance to spawn trap them and really just snowball that point.
Yeah, Dreamo really was the thorn in their side as they were unable to really kill him, and he just kept control of back alley and B, and that's really the ideal way you want to play B. If you're soloing it, be able to keep on moving around. Don't stay in one spot and just play the angles to your advantage and let them funnel through, which Southern Miss did, unfortunately. But as we're on the defensive side, Southern Miss has to play smart and not have another round 3 collapse, as Tyler is the first one to go down, but Robot is able to get the trade with Freezy, and looks like Strahan able to chow Neb and able to get that. Looks like they're going B off red, but Tyler was able to get 1, but Strahan was able to get the counter for the kill, shooting through the wall, and Robot able to get another wall kill. Southern Miss, 3-second B, if they can funnel out and get through junk and have that control on the right side of the map or the top of the map from our viewpoint, they can really get a spawn trap and they can really get this game.
And it looks like they may just be giving most of this up. They did exactly that. They just gave it up. Didn't want to allow B to get capped right away. Didn't want the rotation to be free for Conestoga. But you have to get the kills now. If you don't get the kills, you're waiting for rotation. You're giving up at that point is not going to be very helpful. Mr. Robot, though, doing his job, finds 1, now fills and looks for a second in multiple places, will get it and stays alive. Huge play for Mr. Robot. That could have snowballed really quickly if he didn't find those 2 kills. Strahan finding another, and this should be a good position for Southern Miss, despite giving up that point really early. They have an opportunity to get a good hold on B, and you see Strahan top AC, doesn't have a great weapon for this job, but he's now going to look to improvise, hops top fire, mid reload, and that's not going to work. J-Ray going to bang this one out fights Orbsy, loses that battle. Now 2v3 in the hill, 1v3 in the hill. Orbsy not going to last, and that's going to be a 3-stack. Neb gets 2 with the pistol, and this could be dangerous for Southern Miss. They could lose map 3 right here.
Yeah, and this is not shaping up to what looked like to be a great defensive hole. Now have to patch up the holes on the boat as Southern Miss is now in DEFCON 5 as they are trying their best, but it doesn't matter. And 3 stacked, and map 3 goes to the Condors.
Yeah, great work from Conestoga there. They recognized they just needed to stack the point, and they do just that. Southern Miss falling 3-1 in map 3. We will head to a Karachi hardpoint. Now, if you are Southern Miss, you need to win the next 2 maps to take this series and move on in the playoffs. I mean, it's been a rough time for them, but I will also put this out there. They literally just got done playing Black Ops 6, and trust both of us when we say it, that adjustment is really weird. It's just weird because Black Ops 6 plays a weird way. Not to give that as an excuse, just to put it out there.
I wouldn't say Black Ops 6 play a weird way. It's just more of it's a higher fasting pace.
Yeah,
and once
a weird way for Call of
once
Duty.
you really get developed into the movement, because
It feels smooth.
yeah, because then with the movement with Black Ops 6 with the omnidirectional, you're always fast pacing. You're able to play better. You're able to really get better angles and you get better angles. Well, I just repeated myself. I mean, play your life better. There we go. Play your life
so
better.
locked in on that phrase too. I love that. You were so locked in.
Oh my God.
What that was, but I would have probably done the same thing at that moment.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we will have a Karachi map 4. Now, this is something Southern Miss has. I don't think they've played it very much. I could be wrong.
I think they played it. They played the hardpoint a lot.
Yeah, it was the control they hadn't played a lot of because they've been playing almost exclusively on Invasion. That's what I was thinking of. The hardpoint, they have played it twice actually, and they are 1-1 on the map. They have a. Sorry, I completely misread things. They have a -12 point differential. Sorry, I misread so hard there. But minus 12 point differential. So, basically even, pretty much even at that point.
Yeah. So it's gonna be exciting to see what the boys can do. And now they're down. They haven't been really down that much all season, as there's always been a nail biter. But potentially getting the reverse sweep is imminent for the boys.
Well, it wouldn't be a reverse sweep, but it would be almost the same thing. They won map 2, so
No.
it would be close, just not quite a reverse sweep. But they do need to win the last 2 maps, so 2/3 of a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And if we want to do some fun math, we could say they had 1/3 of a non-reverse sweep, 2/3 of a reverse sweep. It equals about a 66% of yeah. And you can really get into that one. I'm the stats guy I'm not the stats in data person. I'm just a stats looker. I look at the stats.
Yeah. But
We're just quickly loading into map 4, and I love that.
Either
So
we're
we'll see
going home or
another
we keep on playing. Let's hope the boys can get it done as we going through. Let's see what happens as they are on the other side, which is the bad side. But make do of what you are given. This looks like Southern Miss having 2 players playing through red and 2 down immediately. And we have Orbs trying to play through top 3rd, trying to get the bad position. Again, word slur. As Strahan able to push through fire and taking through Church and mid. This is going to be crucial for Southern Miss if they want to have a chance to have that easy rotation. And he's playing through top. AC. Drop down. Going through. Playing through. Oh, he is going to try to push through spawns. He has a potential, and COD timing gets him there. Oh, almost turned on him.
I thought he had the turn and burn for a second. I think if the first 2 bullets connected there, because they didn't, he may have had that kill because he was aiming a little low. He shot at the floor, but Tyler does manage to get 1 on the rotation, finds a double. That is huge. He might need the 3rd though if they want to have a full rotation, and J-Ray just gets the timing mid reload for Tyler. Now J-Ray pushes through. Robot will control it, not for very long, and it's going to be Conestoga 33-0, and they had a solid P1 and they got the rotation for P2. We saw map 1. Southern Miss was not able to get a lot of rotational kills. They just were getting beat very quickly in every rotation. They need to step that up here.
Man, We are not shaping up to look good, as it looks like we are running off of Dunkin' Donuts with the goose egg that we're having here. Southern Miss unable to get any break. And as I say that, Caster Curse comes for the Condors. As Southern Miss able to have the good break, and we have the sponsor P3. This could be shaping up to a little bit of a comeback.
It's all going to come down to Frizzy. You see him as number 5 on the minimap. Does find one. How long can he stay alive in the back of the spawn? He's going to be the player that will be causing an impact. Does he stay alive? No, but that has allowed the rest of the team to collapse. Frizzy's play will be what breaks it for the Condors.
Man, oh man. Wishing well is what Southern Miss needs, as they have been getting outplayed at the moment by the Condors. They are absolutely winning every gunfight. Southern Miss is trying their best, but they're on their P's and Q's, and Southern Miss is only looking for a prayer. There's only so much we can do in this position, because right now you just have to scrap it and just rotate and just hope to get the power position before the Condors, because they are winning almost every gunfight.
And we saw Southern Miss, at least they were able to pull off a few seconds away from Conestoga. It was probably roughly 10 to 15, and it's not a lot in the big picture, but in the small picture right now, it has helped them at least a little bit. Now they have the opportunity, though, to get a good rotation. What will Dramo be able to do? He is on the back bridge. He's really going to be the key piece in this rotation. Wait, no, he's not, because look at number 6 is spawned in the back. No one from Southern Miss blocking the spawns, and Neb gets a free one. Now Conestoga have just gotten a easy break on the point.
That was Call of Duty in a nutshell, as I don't even think he triggered the spawning. It's just
He
more
may
of the
have not. He
fact,
may have rotated back there. It looked like he spawned there.
well, it's even more of the fact of he had all of his teammates spawn through, and Southern Miss had to be spawning out, which was a tough break for them because they had the setup ready to go. And now J-Ray is on a 6 streak. If he gets a cruise, this is not shaping up to be the results Southern Miss is looking for, but it's not out yet. We haven't gone through the full rotations of the hill, but with having 100 and potentially 140 plus before the first rotation of maps, that is the final chapter of this book.
That is a tough gunfight there. Dramo does get the better of, I think that was Strahan or Tyler. I could be wrong. J-Ray holding up top. Now the setup is almost locked in. You have Neb coming in to support as well. J-Ray just going to hold top red. Now 2 players inside the hill. Well, I think 6 is actually a little outside of it. They are, but not by a lot. Strahan, though, a huge kill. That's going to open up some space for Southern Miss to take control of the map. But Neb from the car, and every single kill going the way of Conestoga. They are running up the scoreboard. Mr. Robot trying to make something out of nothing at the moment. It is 160, or going to be 160 to 18. Southern Miss, they need a full 60 here, a full 60 on next. Then they will be back in this game, but they would still be losing.
Yeah, it's not going to be shaping up to be how these boys want it to be, but unless they're able to get this in this next with this new rotation of maps, they have a chance to rewrite the books. But right now, the script is saying what they want to say, and Southern Miss is now winning the gunfights and having a good setup, but it's just, I don't know, it's going to be enough for them.
I mean, only 174 points for Conestoga, so theoretically, it's not the worst because you can allow a couple breaks, but not too many. Like, this is like probably the only one you can allow, especially if they get all 30, which they shouldn't, but they will get at least close. Robot, oh no, doesn't get the kill, and that is just something you cannot allow to happen. Now you have to rotate. You're going to see Conestoga eclipse the 200 century mark, and the 2-century mark, the 200-point mark, if you will. Frizzy struggling to get through that break in the wall, but does manage to find the way to back towards top AC. Frizzy, smart play, but 3 players of Southern Miss are stacked in the hill. They need to stay alive, and the first one goes down already. Southern Miss, they have an opportunity here to at least start the comeback, but they're going to need this and a few more hills in a row to get anywhere close to 200 points.
Yep, but in this situation, being down so much, you have to be on your A game, because if not, then the game could be over in a mere matter of one hill. But if you're on your A game, you're able to get the kills and able to keep on rotating, put them in a funnel, and just hoping that you get the right spawns and the right timings. But with Southern Miss being down by almost 42 points, one hill, and looks like the Condors is already shaping up to get it, as Dreamo's playing through the power position in Junkyard behind the car, and looks like we're gonna have Neb probably gonna go up through top chicken, playing through mid 2 as well, and then you're gonna have another one, J Ray playing through the trash can behind the point. This is a great setup, and it's gonna be hard to break for Southern Miss. They just have to get the key kills. I'll just say just run straight, float through, as Neb is playing through the back right. It's gonna be tough.
And this is just such a hard hill to break, especially when the setup across the map is in. But you see, Southern Miss has broken the hill. Now there's 3 flowing in. They have to be careful. Just can't lose many gunfights now. 219, you still have somewhat of a chance. There's a chance to come back here, but it's going to be very, very close. And Southern Miss are at least holding this one now. They're going to have to continue to hold this and rotate to new. Strahan is on the opposite end of the map. They have an idea of where the Conestoga players are, but they have to be careful of also spawning them out, because if they spawn out, then Conestoga will be directly spawning on the new hill. You see number 6 now going towards that, and it's going to be a P2 spawn for Conestoga, so Southern Miss still has an opportunity to continue to get to this point, but they have to find this guy on the hill, and they will not. It's going to be Neb also stacking with Dramo, but still have 25. Tyler now pinching Neb. The kill, but immediately taken out, traded. And Southern Miss breaking this one. They're putting up a fight. They have eclipsed the 100-point mark, but they're going to continue to need much, much more time if they want to contest this one. They're doing their best, but is it going to be enough, or is it just too little too late at this point in time?
I don't think it's a little too late. They have found life in this back stretch, being able to win the crucial gunfights and able to get the crucial spawns. They just need to get Hill on time, but the Condors, they're not really getting time as well, but they're preventing Southern Miss in the process for getting anything going, as that P3 break was a good break from Orbs, as he had that good Eagle Chow, allowing him to get the hill and the spawns. But now Frizzy able to take on top red and able to get behind Southern Miss, as one of them already floats right past him, and that's Orbs. He's gonna meet it with J-Ray, and J-Ray just
It's a beatdown that you just can't let happen. I mean, Orbsy had the positioning, but not the timing. And you have about 15 seconds to get into this hill. Frizzy in the position to shut it all down. Maybe doesn't even need it. Neb closing that one. One more kill, and that will be the series. Mr. Robot not going to be in a position to get there in time. That will do it. 3-1 for Conestoga. And that will do it for the MW3 season of Southern Miss. And you see 251.09, not enough in the back stretch of that map for Southern Miss U.S. Army. Frizzy gonna get the final kills of the game, or sorry, final kill. Didn't get a second there, only got Mr. Robot at the end, but that will do it. 3-1, and Conestoga will head on to likely play Cumberland Phoenix.
Yep, and that was a great season that we witnessed the boys endure good moments, very good moments, and that last back half is not really what the season wanted to end on a high note, but nevertheless, as we get done with this one, we still have a new game in the spring. And with them being able to play it already. Now, of course, there wasn't much practice on Modern Warfare 3 because it's mostly for BO6, but still they were able to put up a good fight with that. But now it's time for the land.
Absolutely. I mean, they're certainly looking forward to Black Ops 6, especially after playing it for so long and having to go back down W3. They are definitely looking forward to playing more BO6, not only at the LAN, but in the future for next semester as well. So we will see them on the new game here in a couple of days. But that will do it for us tonight. Thank you all for joining us. A very long day, a very weird day. So many crashes, so many weird stuff happening. But we had a show match. We had a COD Academy on stream for a bit. We have COD Main on stream again. And that is just a whole lot of going down. Now we will see next semester and this coming weekend BO6 being played, but we'll see you guys tomorrow night. We have Overwatch They will be taking on the first round of the ECAC playoffs, looking to get through the second round. They certainly do not have a new game. They will be only playing on Overwatch 2 for at least another couple of days, maybe a couple of years even. We will see, though, as go follow us as well on the social medias.
BT
Down
won?
on YouTube, it'll be Southern Miss Esports, Instagram, and TikTok. Also on X, it'll be at USM Esports. And here on Twitch, go down below and hit follow there, too.
Yeah. Oh, another thing to add, B Team also lost, so we are no longer will be streaming Modern Warfare 3 anymore. So coming this Saturday, we'll be streaming BO6, but coming from us, it will be Southern Miss.
To the top. Catch you guys later.